Year 4025 of the new universe calendar on the S0Z011 civilian transport ship at the MS-049 Imperial Starport of the Qianlin Galaxy. Fang Mo woke up groggily, his eyes slightly open with waves of dizziness in his head. Drowsily, he recalled that he was supposed to be on his way home from work, hearing car horns, then turning around to find a blinding light, and then he woke up here. Suddenly, he realized that his surroundings were very unfamiliar. He was lying on a bed that was old yet had a technological feel. On a nearby table was a half-eaten box of medicine. In this technologically advanced room, there were many photos, and he was holding a picture of a middle-aged man around 40 years old. Looking at the photo, a flood of unfamiliar memories suddenly surged into his mind. Father, home, what the hell? I've transmigrated. At this moment, memories poured in one after another. The Saint Dragon, Heiyao Star Domain, Qianlin Galaxy, insectoid invasion. Fang Mo. He was the son of Lord Fang Baitian of the Qianlin Galaxy, now fleeing to the MS-049 Imperial Starport at the edge of the galaxy. He was the son of a Star Lord, and would have been the next Lord of the Qianlin Galaxy. The original owner of this body coincidentally had the same name, which seemed like fate. If he remembered correctly, the original owner of this body was celebrating his 16th birthday when the galaxy was invaded by insectoids. His father Fang Baitian stayed behind to fight the insectoids to buy time for him to escape. But because he was cowardly and timid, he could only flee, watching his relatives and friends being slaughtered by the insectoids. Unable to bear the trauma, he committed suicide by taking sleeping pills. Fang Mo looked at the photo in his hand, which was indeed his father Fang Baitian. Ding! Star conflict system binding. Binding complete. Post Fang Mo. At this moment, a mechanical female voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Ding! Congratulations on receiving a novice gift pack. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining 100 mission points. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining the basic interstellar mechanics skill. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining the S1 Swan class interstellar destroyer technical blueprint. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining one free purchase of S1 series items. Ding! The obtained items have been placed in the system warehouse for you. After a series of mechanical sounds, Fang Mo was stunned. This is indeed the golden finger that comes with transmigration, he thought. With a thought, a virtual attribute page appeared. Host Fang Mo, identity son of Viscount of Saint Dragon Empire. Occupation basic interstellar mechanic. Attributes none. Skills none. Star coins 2000. Starships 1. Missions none. Mission points 100. System warehouse novice gift pack 1 Swan class interstellar destroyer technical blueprint 1 series items free purchase 1. Fang Mo looked carefully and thought it was not bad. At least he had some assets now and hadn't ended up with nothing. He opened the system warehouse to check the items inside. Novice gift pack S1 combat suit 1 interstellar energy 100 units mission points. Points can be used to exchange for various needed items in the system mall, including various skills, evolution potion formulas, mecha blueprints, warship blueprints, weapon blueprints, interstellar engineering blueprints, etc. Can be used for system upgrade, and after upgrade higher level items can be exchanged. Points can be obtained through various system missions. He continued reading. He clicked on the S1 Swan class interstellar destroyer technical blueprint in the system warehouse. A complex stream of warship manufacturing processes poured into his mind. After a brief reception, he had fully mastered the manufacturing technology of this ship. He instantly understood many component manufacturing techniques and operation methods. It seemed that being able to master such technology in such a short time was due to the basic interstellar mechanic profession skill. After looking at the last part, the system mall, it basically contained blueprints or formulas for various things, but the items in the system mall were all S0, S1 level. At this moment, he recalled that the technology of this world was divided into levels S0, S1. By analogy, the higher the level, the greater the gap. Currently, the technology level of the Saint Dragon Empire had reached S4, which was quite powerful. The highest technology in the galaxy where Fang Mo was located was only S2 level, so the S1 Swan class interstellar destroyer technical blueprint he had obtained was extremely precious. The value of a starship blueprint compared to a single starship was vastly different. You see, if an S1 level interstellar warship blueprint were sold to manufacturing companies, the starting price would be 1 million star coins. An ordinary interstellar civilian family spends only about 1,000 star coins a year. This shows the preciousness of the S1 level starship blueprint. If anyone knew that Fang Mo had such a blueprint on him, it would be difficult to even leave this starport. The only starship Fang Mo currently possessed was the S0Z011 civilian transport ship, which was the lowest tech starship, not a combat starship. According to his memory, building an S1 interstellar warship would cost at least 500 star coins in material manufacturing fees. Unfortunately, Fang Mo currently had no money to build such a starship. While Fang Mo was thinking, the system's voice sounded again. Ding! Based on the host's current situation, a customized mission is as follows. Temporary mission, own a combat starship. Time limit 1 week. Difficulty empty. Reward 100 points inside eye skill. Failure penalty, deduct 200 points. After reading the mission, Fang Mo felt a headache. Although he now mastered the manufacturing technology of an S-1 combat starship, he didn't have enough star coins, was still on the run, and had no source of income. He got up from the bed and walked around in his starship, finding the star coin card with 2,000 star coins. Holding the card, he recalled that the original owner had planned to go through the star gate to find his sister and rescue his father. But the star gate was now sealed, and no one could teleport out of the Qianlin galaxy because of the insectoid outbreak. The Star Domain commander had ordered that the star gate was only for entry, not exit, to prevent the insectoids from spreading. Due to the original owner's unfinished wish, a phased main mission is triggered. Phased main mission: save the Qianlin galaxy, eliminate all invading insectoids. Mission progress: number of insectoids eliminated, number of planets recaptured, number of people saved, must be executed by the host or his subordinates. Reward based on mission progress. Difficulty empty. Time limit unlimited. Failure penalty: if all planets in the Qianlin galaxy are occupied by insectoids, the mission is judged as failed and the system will detach from the host. Fang Mo, still dizzy, suddenly became alert after reading this mission. What the hell? System, are you trying to kill me? At this moment, Fang Mo's heart was collapsing. He had just transmigrated and encountered such an inhuman system. Moreover, the system seemed not to communicate much with the host, and it looked like he was heading down a one-way road. Since the consequences of mission failure would be so severe, Fang Mo had to weigh his options carefully. After much deliberation, he could only sigh in resignation and click on the task again to examine the phased main objectives in detail. Phased main task: planets occupied by Zerg 22136. Based on the current Zerg occupation status, 114 planets remained unoccupied. Given the Zerg's rate of advance, if reinforcements arrived from other star systems, the situation would hold for at least half a year. Even if only one planet were left, the system would not deem the mission a failure, but the number of rescued people metric would suffer greatly. Moreover, given the original host's dying wish, he could not allow that. It seemed this would be a race against time. Since there was no immediate danger, he would first complete the temporary tasks, and then find a way to develop his own. Fang Mo sat in the pilot seat of the starship, lightly tapping the console in a steady rhythm. He pulled up his contact list, and a holographic video window appeared on the panel. Selecting Son, he initiated the call. Soon the video connected, revealing a boy around 16 years old, his expression tense and hands clenched. Are you okay, Mo? Where are you now? I'm fine. I'm at MS-049 Imperial Starport. This person was none other than Fang Mo's classmate from the Starry Academy, Li Mingping, the youngest son of the Heiyao Star Domain's Tianshun trade group. The two were close friends, and seeing his friend's anxious look warmed Fang Mo's heart. I couldn't reach you before. I was so worried. I heard on the news that the Qianlin star system was invaded by the Zerg and is now under total lockdown. Li Mingpeng said. Yeah, the Stargate in the starport is already closed. I'm contacting you to borrow some. How much? 100 star coins, and I need it now. Fine. Same card. Yeah. Aren't you afraid I won't be able to pay you back? Mo, you know my dad's rich, but he never gives me more than 1000 star coins. He'll have to ask my older sister for this. I can only do this much for you now. Sigh. He'll find a way to rescue you. I'm fine for now. Once the Stargate opens, I can leave. Don't worry, he'll contact you when I'm out. Are you really okay? If there's anything you need, just tell me. Alright, stop being so fussy like an old woman. I'm hanging up. After ending the call with Li Mingpeng, he checked his video call history. Older sister had 12 missed calls. Son had 8 missed calls. He decided not to contact his sister for now. Time was pressing. A beep signaled a credit notification. He saw that 100,000 star coins had been deposited into his card. He then opened the official channel on the starship and contacted the Starport customer service. Hello, this is MS-049 Imperial Starport Customer Service, 122. How may I assist? Yes, please book a starship maintenance bay for me and order the following materials. I've sent the list. Of course. A maintenance bay costs 10 star coins per day, 280 per month, and 320 per year. How long would you like to reserve? 1 month for now. Very well. Bay 33 has been assigned. The materials you requested total 2100 star coins, plus the bay rental. The total is 2180 star coins. How would you like to pay? Card payment. When will the materials arrive? Based on your order, they will be delivered to the starport in batches within 3 hours. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. It's my pleasure to serve you. If you have no further requests, this service concludes. Reminder: this star system has detected a Zerg invasion. Please stay safe and avoid dangerous planets. After ending the video call, Fang Mo wasted no time. He started the S0Z011 civilian transport vessel and navigated to maintenance bay 33. He planned to familiarize himself with the equipment in the bay during the 3-hour wait and perhaps have a meal. Fang Mo's current idea was to maximize the value of his starship. Since he had a vessel, he would convert the S0Z011 civilian transport vessel into an S-1 Swan-class interstellar destroyer, saving on material costs. His first combat starship would have to be handcrafted by himself. After getting acquainted with all the equipment in the maintenance bay, Fang Mo took out a box of synthetic nutrient paste from the starship. To be honest, for someone who had just transmigrated, the paste was barely edible, tasteless, and resembling jelly. He decided to just choke it down quickly. While eating the synthetic nutrient paste, Fang Mo opened the blueprint for the S-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer again. S-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer, type destroyer, class S-1, dimensions length 200 m, width 40 m, height 70 m, mass 2.8 million tons. Speed 40 kilometers, warp drive, class 2, warp drive, crew 50, a weapons 1. For 130 millimeters pulse laser, main cannons 2. 8 rapid-fire light, close defense guns I-3. Anti-submarine and anti-stealth radar system. Compared to the current S-0Z-011 civilian transport vessel, this ship was superior in every way. Its 40 kilometers speed was more than double the civilian vessel's 22 kilometers, and aside from the class 2 warp drive, virtually everything else would need to be replaced or upgraded. The volume was also over 3 times larger. Since the S-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer was a combat starship, the required crew complement would increase dramatically: a captain, first officer, navigation team leader, combat team leader, logistics team leader, and their respective subordinates. A total of 50 personnel to fully realize the ship's capabilities. At present, Fang Mo was alone, so he would not only have to build the starship, but also recruit a crew. After finishing the synthetic nutrient paste, Fang Mo opened the recruitment section of the official channel and posted his starship's job openings. Crew members would receive 2 work meals, synthetic nutrient paste per day, and a monthly salary of 20 star coins. Team leaders and above would receive 2 work meals per day and a monthly salary of 50 star coins. This compensation was not the highest on the market, but was still quite competitive. As he posted the recruitment information, he scrolled through the applicants' profiles. The applicants included not only humans, but also half-beastmen, dwarves, elves, and others. After a quick glance, he found no outstanding talent and closed the channel. The starship materials he had ordered began arriving one after another. Fang Mo looked at the various components, large and small, and started planning the modification process. The general steps were: disassemble the original hull, reinforce the keel, assemble the internal structure, install modules, fine-tune the interior details, apply coating, and finally conduct a sea trial. Once he had a clear plan, he began handcrafting the ship. In the ceaseless labor of refitting the starship, even with the aid of intelligent mechanical arms and transport robots, the burden was overwhelming for a mere 16-year-old like Fang Mo. The original owner's body was already frail, and under the daily high-intensity workload, he was exhausted like a dead dog. If not for the pressing deadline of the mission, no one would have pushed themselves this hard. Fortunately, by the 5th day of refitting, the starship was essentially complete, leaving only the spraying of the ship emblem and the trial voyage. For the emblem, Fang Mo decided to choose his family crest, a vivid phoenix. After selecting the emblem, he arranged for the spraying robot to begin its work. He then re-entered the starship to inspect the operation of each module. Before long, a system notification sounded in his mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the temporary mission. Temporary mission: Battle Starship 11 completed. Mission rewards 100 points Inside Eye skill. After 5 days of arduous work, the refit was finally complete. The original S-0Z-011 civilian transport ship had become the S-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer, and he had also gained 100 points and the Inside Eye skill. Fang Mo immediately examined the Inside Eye skill. Inside Eye could view the attributes and skills of a target, and it could be used on all things. He then picked up a synthetic nutrition meal and used Inside Eye to inspect it. Synthetic nutrition meal attributes. Main components include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, water, inorganic salts, etc. Function: satisfies the daily nutritional needs of carbon-based organisms. After inspecting it, Fang Mo pondered how to get the S-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer moving. It was impossible to do it alone. He was severely short of crew members, being a one-man commander. Having spent 5 full days in the starship repair bay, he decided to go out for a stroll and get some fresh air. Walking along the streets of the starport, Fang Mo browsed through recruitment resumes while observing the changes in the starport. The Stargate was still sealed, but the port was bustling with people, their faces marked by anxiety and worry. Outside the starport, various starships were flying to and fro. Suddenly, a middle-aged man's voice came from nearby. Young man, I have some pure and beautiful elf slaves here. Are you interested? Who are you? Fang Mo asked. Hello. I'm Lev, the leader of the Jello Interstellar Mercenary Corps. Are you interested in this batch of slaves? Lev said as he opened a virtual projection on his wrist. The projection displayed elf maidens one after another. Although they were a bit dirty, it was easy to see they had excellent looks and figures. So it's Captain Lev. I've heard of your reputation. Do you have any slaves who know how to pilot starships? Fang Mo looked him up and down. Oh, the young man wants to find this type of girl. I should have some here, but I'm not sure if they'll meet your needs. Lev said with a smile. Captain Lev, as long as they can pilot a starship, male or female is fine. What's the price? Fang Mo asked. Hee, so the young man is open to both genders. As for the price, males are 100 star coins, females are 500 star coins. Alright, take me to see the goods first, Fang Mo said helplessly. Following Captain Lev, he arrived at a general-purpose transport ship. Inside there were many transparent cells holding people of various races. Roughly estimating there were at least 300 slaves here. Captain Lev, I didn't expect you to have such a large stock, Fang Mo remarked. Recently many planets in the Qianlin galaxy have been occupied by the Zerg. Most of these slaves are refugees. If it weren't for me, many of them would have died long ago, Lev said calmly. Fang Mo thought to himself, so that's the case. At that moment, they reached the group of elf maidens. Looking up, he saw the elves huddling together timidly. Among them, one maiden had a distinctly more noble aura. Through insight eye, he examined her minor attributes. Qianlin Galaxy, Nolan Planet Elf Princess. Skills, Advanced Starship Commander. Fang Mo thought he had found a treasure. Generally, occupational skills were divided into basic, intermediate, advanced, and top tier. Starship commanders were especially rare. Here he had encountered an advanced starship commander, and the elf maidens around her were all skilled in various starship roles. His heart stirred, but he only gave a few indifferent glances. Young man, these are the elf maidens I mentioned. Aren't they wonderful? Especially the one in the middle, not only perfect in appearance and figure, but also with a fine temperament. If I weren't short on money lately, I wouldn't be willing to sell her, Lev said, smiling at Fang Mo. This batch is indeed good, but I wonder if they can pilot starships. Let's take a look at other goods. Fang Mo, I'm not sure if they can pilot starships. That depends on luck. However, I do have some in stock that I can confirm have starship piloting skills, Lev said confidently. Oh, then please lead the way, Captain Lev, Fang Mo said indifferently. After passing several cells, they arrived before a spacious transparent cell. Inside were the blue-skinned Tala tribe, 26 individuals in total, both male and female, a humanoid intelligent race. Fang Mo silently began to use insight eye to observe them. This batch of Tala are all starship crew members. I originally planned to sell them to the Interstellar Academy, but then the Zerg invaded and destroyed the academy, Lev said helplessly. Captain Lev, besides these, do you have any other goods that can pilot interstellar warships? Fang Mo asked slowly. Through insight eye, he confirmed that these Tala were all personnel with relevant starship operation skills. Young man, roughly how many of these goods do you need? Let me see if I have enough. If not, I'll borrow some from my peers outside, Lev said. I need 50 male or female with healthy bodies and no disabilities. 50, huh? No problem, I have that many here. Let me look for you. Wait a moment. Lev pulled up virtual projection information and began to search. Young man, here are the 50 goods I've arranged for you. Take a look. Besides these Tala, there are also 12 young human females and 12 young half-beast females. Captain Lev, why are you arranging so many young women? Isn't it true that when men and women work together, the work is easier? Captain Lev, besides these 50 people, I also want those 7 elf maidens. Oh, alright. It seems you have good taste. That's 57 people total, 14 males, 43 females, for a total of 22900 star coins. How would you like to pay? He'll swipe my card. Please have these goods delivered to the No. 33 Interstellar Repair Bay. Alright, no problem. Fang Mo hadn't expected such a wealth of talent in this small starport. Whether it was fortune or misfortune, he couldn't say. At that moment, on the platform of the No. 33 Interstellar Repair Bay stood the 57 people Fang Mo had selected. They looked at each other in bewilderment. Then from above the platform, a young man's voice rang out. Hello everyone. My name is Fang Mo, and I am your future starship captain. You are my crew. Please fill in your personal information in this form, including your name, age, gender, race, occupation, etc. Murmurs of discussion began among the crowd. Gradually, everyone looked at the virtual information panel before them and silently started filling in their details. Soon, all 57 personal information forms were completed. Fang Mo glanced through them and noticed that the elf princess named Minier had filled in half of her information falsely. Others had also slightly exaggerated. After reviewing the personal information sheets, Fang Mo spoke again. I don't care what your previous identities or occupations were. Now you are my crew, and what I need from you is to obey my orders. At the same time as my crew, you will receive corresponding benefits: 2 working meals, synthetic nutrition meals per day, and a monthly salary of 20 star coins for ordinary crew members. Team leaders and above will have 2 working meals per day and a monthly salary of 50 star coins. As soon as Fang Mo finished speaking, loud discussions erupted below. Observing the commotion, Fang Mo raised his voice again. You now have 10 minutes for questions. Raise your hand before asking. A Tala male raised his hand. Captain Fang Mo, are these benefits for real? Absolutely true, Fang Mo. Another human female raised her hand. Captain Fang Mo, what kind of interstellar warship will we be piloting? Look back, everyone. That black gold interstellar destroyer is the ship you will be piloting. All heads turned. Before them was a streamlined interstellar warship resembling the feather of a swan. Its appearance alone conveyed the beauty, fluidity, and excellence of the design. Then the elf princess raised her hand. Captain, what is our future purpose? It's simple. Our goal is to eliminate the Zerg in the Qianlin Galaxy and save the people of the Qianlin Galaxy. Looking at your personal information, you are all natives of the Qianlin Galaxy. Are you willing to reclaim your homeland? To take back your own planet? Fang Mo shouted. Soon one by one they replied in unison, I am willing. I am willing. I am willing. Excellent. Then let's begin the new ship's trial voyage. Fang Mo declared loudly. Under Fang Mo's leadership, the 57 new crew members began familiarizing themselves with the ship's various operations and assigned each person their post. Watching their dirty clothes and gaunt figures, Fang Mo felt a touch of helplessness. Fang Mo contacted the starport customer service again to order a batch of red standard military uniforms, the combat uniforms of his own family, and also procured some food and daily necessities sufficient to sustain the entire crew for a month. Having spent another 5100 star coins, he now had only 52720 star coins left. Silently calculating the future star coin budget, Miner walked up to Fang Mo and asked in confusion, Captain Fang Mo, why did you assign me as the deputy officer? Oh, don't you want to be the ship's deputy officer? The pay for this position is much higher than that of an ordinary. Captain Fang Mo, I recall that the information form I filled out listed my specialty as pilot. Aren't you worried that I won't be able to handle the role of deputy officer? You're of the elven race, aren't you, Mynheer? The elven race's talent lies in command management and learning ability. Am I wrong? You're right, but... Alright, I believe you can do a good job as the ship's deputy officer. Go summon the affair. Fine. Watching Mynheer's retreating figure, Fang Mo chuckled inwardly. A senior warship commander and an elf at that was more than qualified to be the deputy officer of a mere destroyer. Soon a tall woman hurried over to Fang Mo and said, Captain, I am Ai Jing, your ship's affairs team leader. May I ask what you need? Oh, affairs team leader Ai Jing, I have a batch of ship uniforms, some daily necessities, and food. Please arrange the daily life of all crew members and have the kitchen team handle the ingredients. Also arrange for all crew members to bathe and eat. Yes, Captain. Ai Jing shyly pinched her tattered clothes. Beep, beep, beep. You have a video call. Fang Mo glanced at his wrist communicator, which was flashing with the message elder sister requesting a video call. Over the past 5 days, this elder sister had contacted him 15 times. He had been busy refitting the ship, but now he had time to report his safety. He then tapped accept connection. In the pop-up virtual video, a beautiful woman around 20 years old looked anxiously at him. Xiao Em, are you okay? Where are you? Elder sister, it's me. That's good. I was so worried. How are father and the family? I can't contact them. Elder sister, father bought me time to escape, but didn't manage to leave the Qianlin Prime Star. As for the how could this be? Impossible. Impossible. Xiao Mo, stay in the starport. They'll come sis, aren't you in the Imperial military? They'll ask for leave immediately. You must wait for me. Don't go anywhere. We'll go rescue father and the others together. Watching the ended video call, Fang Mo was a bit speechless. He had intended to tell his elder sister not to come back yet, as the situation here was unclear and he couldn't let her take risks. What a hassle, Fang Mo thought helplessly. Better go check on the crew. Fang Mo leisurely walked to the ship's mess hall, where he saw some crew members sitting in small groups eating. They had already changed into the uniforms he had ordered. The crew eating noticed Captain Fang Mo's arrival and stood up to greet him. Continue your meal. No need to be so formal. My ship doesn't follow that tradition. Then Fang Mo went to the counter, ordered a nutrition meal, found a random seat, and started eating. The crew also ate slowly, occasionally stealing glances at the young and handsome captain. After all crew finished eating, Fang Mo immediately ordered everyone to return to their posts and commenced the first trial voyage of the S-1 Swan-class Star Destroyer. Report engine system activated, all normal. Report communication system activated, all normal. Report radar monitoring activated, all normal. Report weapon module activated, all normal. Report navigation system activated, all normal. Fang Mo sat in the captain's chair on the bridge, watching the ceaseless reports coming in, his eyes filled with excitement. Captain, all ship modules are normal. We can request to leave port for the trial voyage. Deputy Officer Mynheer reported. Looking at the deputy officer standing beside him, Fang Mo immediately said, approved. The hangar door slowly opened, and the S-1 Swan-class Star Destroyer embarked on its first trial voyage. After 3 hours of testing in space, the warship's performance data in all aspects were excellent, and the ship began to return to the starport. Captain, all trial voyage data has been analyzed. Mynheer looked at the data happily. Report that, yes, Captain. According to the trial data, the ship's normal speed is 40 kilometers, maximum speed is 60 kilometers, maintainable for a short time. The speed exceeds that of a normal S-1 destroyer by over 50. Firepower is also about double that of a normal S-1 destroyer. The ship's armor defense is within the normal range. Captain, this is the most powerful S-1 class destroyer I have ever seen. Mynheer said excitedly. Not bad. This trial voyage not only exceeded my expectations for the ship's performance, but also for all of you crew members. Fang Mo said, Captain, you flatter us. May I ask what model this warship is? S1 Swan Class Star Destroyer. S1 Swan Class Star Destroyer. I've never heard of it before. Mynheer looked at Fang Mo in confusion. Alright, let's return to the starport. Soon as the ship was approaching the starport, they suddenly saw intense fluctuations at the nearby stargate. The next moment, thousands of interstellar warships of different classes appeared at the gate, their insignia, a sparkling black diamond. At the same time, the starport's official channel broadcast an emergency announcement. Beep, 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 everyone. I am Masinuo, the commander of the Black Yao Star Domain of the Sacred Dragon Empire. I am issuing a support mission to all fleets in the starport. Support the Qianlin Prime Star and nearby planets in the Qianlin Galaxy. Mission reward, 20000 star coins. Emergency announcement. Beep, 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 everyone. I am Masinuo, the commander of the Black Yao Star Domain of the Sacred Dragon Empire. I am issuing a support mission to all fleets in the starport. Support the Qianlin Prime Star and nearby planets in the Qianlin Galaxy. Mission reward, 20000 star coins. Watching the repeating broadcast on the official channel, Fang Mo knew that reinforcements had finally arrived. Ding, mission support, Qianlin Prime Star and nearby planets. Temporary mission, rescue the indigenous people of Qianlin Prime Star and nearby planets. Time limit, 3 days. Difficulty. Reward, earn points based on number of rescued indigenous people. Exchange rate 101. Failure penalty, deduct all points. Fang Mo looked at the system mission, thinking that the difficulty was 2 stars, implying some danger. If he could complete this temporary mission, he would not only gain a lot of points, but also receive the official reward of 200 star coins. Mynheer, order the ship to return to port for energy replenishment. Yes, Captain. At the same time, Fang Mo contacted the starport official customer service. Hello, this is MS-049 Imperial Starport Customer Service now. 203. Hello, I would like to accept this support mission. Please send me the mission details. Okay, before accepting the mission, please fill out this application form. Fang Mo saw the application form in front of him and filled it in. Qianlin Fleet Commander, Fang Mo 1 S1 Swan Class, Star Destroyer, 58 crew members, etc. The customer service agent looked at the application form and was slightly stunned. 1 warship, and only S1 class. Hello, Commander Fang Mo, let me confirm again, your fleet consists of only 1 S1 Swan Class Star Destroyer. Yes. Alright then. The mission details have been sent to you. Please check them. It was a pleasure serving you. If there are no other needs, this service ends here. Warm reminder, stay safe. At this moment, Minar gazed at Fang Mo with concern, her brows slightly furrowed. Fang Mo, observing her expression, said calmly, Are you worried that we dare to take this mission with just this 1 warship? Captain, although this ship's performance is superior and exceeds that of its peers, those are the swarm. A single warship can hardly accomplish anything. It's equivalent to going. You mean equivalent to going to our deaths, right? This support mission, though dangerous, has the main force against the swarm, being the Imperial fleet. Our task is to save as many people as possible. But enough, carry out the order. Seeing Fang Mo's resolute gaze, Minar thought helplessly, forget it, death or life, it'll go all out. Fang Mo reviewed the stage main quest again. Stage main quest, number of planets occupied 28,136. He then continued to examine the official mission content. Support the Qianlin main star and the nearby Qianguang, Qianyu, and Qianfeng planets. Annihilate all Zerg on the planets. Rescue the people on the planets. Mission duration 7 days. Current number of missions accepted 3. Seeing this number, Fang Mo was speechless internally. It seemed other fleets were unwilling to take on such dangerous tasks. But then again, over half of the fleets in the starport were non-combat fleets, and of the remaining half, most were interstellar mercenaries who wouldn't accept such risky jobs. Baron Bernal, how many fleets have accepted the support mission now? Asked Masno, the ruler of the Heiyao Star Domain. Reporting, Commander, only 3 fleets have accepted the mission, and one of them has only a single warship. A single warship. Is it a mistake? No mistake, Commander, it truly is 1 warship. The commander of that fleet is called Fang Mo. Fang Mo, from the Fang family. I recall Fang Baitian has a youngest son named Fang Mo. Yes, Commander, but I'm not sure if it's the same person. Bring me the information. So it's really that kid. That explains it. He's eager to save his father. Alas, what a pity. Commander, what's the pity? Fang Baitian, the lord of the Qianlin star system, has already fallen. The boy might not know yet. In this rescue with only 1 warship, his chances of survival are slim, hence my regret. Then, Commander, should we inform him? There's no need for him to go to his death. No need. In fact, he's now the new lord of the Qianlin star system. Exterminating the Zerg and saving the people is his duty, his responsibility. Beep, beep, beep. Starport official customer service message. All fleets that have accepted the support mission prepare for warp engine synchronization. Follow the Imperial fleet. Collective warp travel will commence in 1 hour. Prepare for battle. Beep, beep, beep. Starport official customer service message: all fleets that have accepted the support mission prepare for warp engine synchronization. Follow the Imperial fleet. Collective warp travel will commence in 1 hour. Prepare for battle. Minar, notify all crew to prepare for battle. In 1 hour, we will follow the Imperial fleet for collective warp travel. Yes, Captain. 50 minutes later. Captain, all arrangements are in place awaiting orders. Good, all crew enter the hibernation pods ready for warp travel. Red warnings flashed inside the ship. The ship will enter warp travel in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning, the ship will enter warp travel in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning, the ship will enter warp travel in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. You should enter the hibernation pod too. The rest of the starship combat is up to you. Fang Mo said to Minar. All right, Captain Fang Mo. After more than 5 hours of warp travel following the Imperial fleet, all warships appeared near the Qianlin. The hibernation pods opened one by one. Minar immediately returned to the bridge command center and ordered all crew to return to their posts within 5 minutes for a re-inspection of the ship. Fang Mo also emerged from the hibernation pod, feeling dizzy and unsteady. Returning to the bridge command center, he saw Minar calmly directing the crew in various ship inspections. Minar, do you have a battle plan? Captain, based on the current situation of the Qianlin main star and nearby planets, the Zerg have already engaged the ground combat forces. First, we follow the Imperial fleet to eliminate the Zerg outside the planets. The Zerg encountered this time are level 2. The Imperial fleet leading this operation has 30 S-3 class warships, 800 S-2 class warships, and 3000 S-1 class warships. Barring unforeseen circumstances, eliminating the Zerg outside the planets will take about 10 hours. To completely eradicate the ground Zerg, at least 3 days are needed. While the Imperial fleet deals with the ground Zerg, we can perform rescue missions. Given this ship's characteristics, its speed far exceeds that of this level of Zerg. As long as we avoid being surrounded, there is no danger. Alright, let's execute your plan for now. Report, Zerg will enter attack range in 15 minutes. Report, Zerg will enter attack range in 15 minutes. Ship radar warning. Once the Zerg enter attack range, open fire freely, do our utmost to eliminate them, Minar said. Report, Zerg have entered attack range. All weapons fire. As tens of thousands of Zerg surged in, including melee combat Zerg, range Zerg, carrying biological cannons, shield Zerg acting as living armor, and finally 3 enormous hive mother Zerg. The fire from thousands of warships formed a network of coverage. Most of the advancing Zerg perished in this fire net, though a few broke through. The escort frigates immediately flew in to engage the intruders in fierce combat. Commander, this won't do. The Zerg keep coming endlessly. Oh, our energy will eventually run out, Baron Bernal said nervously. We need to find a way to destroy those 3 hive mother Zerg behind them. They are not only the Zerg's reproduction system, but also their command system, Masno said. Commander, we can't reach their hive mother Zerg with our current attacks. Immediately deploy 10 S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers and 100 S-2 Rhino-class medium frigates for a decapitation strike. We must destroy those 3 hive mother Zerg. Yes, Commander. Fang Mo saw over 100 warships charging from the fleet toward the Zerg and felt puzzled. Minar, what is the Imperial fleet doing? Captain, they are likely attacking the hive mother Zerg, a decapitation operation. The battle is at a stalemate. If we drag it out and energy runs out, the Imperial fleet will lose. With the hive mother commanding, the Zerg will charge fearlessly, and the mothers behind continuously breed new Zerg. In a war of attrition, we are no match for the swarm. I see. What do you think are the chances of success for their decapitation strike? Based on the scale and type of fleet they sent, the success rate is less than 30. That low? Is there any way to increase the success rate? It is indeed very low, but it's a necessary attempt. If the Imperial fleet were willing to risk more than 30 of their forces for the decapitation strike, the success rate could reach over 70. 30 of the fleet. They won't do that. Yes, Captain. Sacrificing 30 of the fleet to save a few planets. They won't do that. Is there no other way? There is one more way, but don't but me just say it. Our ship's speed far exceeds that of the Zerg, and its attack power matches that of an S-2 class warship. Although it cannot destroy a level 2 hive mother in one shot, it can eliminate it in a short time. If we act together with those over 100 warships, the success rate is high, but our chances of being destroyed are also high, once surrounded by the swarm. Your idea is bold, worth a try. Convey the order request to join the decapitation operation, Fang Mo said firmly. Yes, Captain. Commander, a video request from the Qianlin fleet, Bernal said. Moi. Why is that kid suddenly contacting me? Connected. Masno said. Hello, Commander Masno. I am Fang Mo, commander of the Qianlin fleet. I request to join the decapitation operation. You actually know our battle plan. Well, I admire your courage, but your fleet has only one S-1 class destroyer. Think carefully before deciding. I've already decided. If your decapitation plan proceeds as originally ordered, the success rate is less than 30. I think you know that. With my warship it can be raised to over 50. Are you serious? Well, since you insist on participating, then join. I wish you good fortune in battle. Masno said, looking at the young man on the video, then closed the connection. Commander, this is no different from seeking death. Should we call him brave or reckless? Bernal said, speechless. After receiving Commander Messino's approval, Fang Mo immediately ordered the warship to join the battle, and Nair arranged for the ship to follow behind the combat fleet. The Imperial fleet behind them now attacked with even greater ferocity, carving out a path for the combat fleet to advance. 100 S-2 Rhino-class medium frigates in the front were engaged in close-quarters combat, with the charging Zerg protecting the 10 S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers behind them as they advanced. At that moment, the Hive Mother behind the swarm saw the small fleet of over 100 ships charging forward rapidly, as if realizing what this fleet intended to do. The Hive Mother immediately ordered a massive swarm of Zerg to hurl themselves at these 100-plus ships, and the situation grew increasingly dire. The combat fleet swiftly closed in on the Hive Mother, while warships kept falling one after another. Excellent, Commander. The Hive Mother has entered the main gun range of our S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers, Boner said joyfully. Order the combat fleet to open fire with full force. At this moment, the combat fleet had only 7 S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers and 46 S-2 Rhino-class medium frigates remaining. The main guns of the 7 S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers fired simultaneously. Just as the attack was about to reach the Hive Mother, a group of escort Zerg suddenly rushed out from one side of the Hive Mother, blocking most of the shots. The remaining attack struck the Hive Mother but did not inflict significant damage. This move by the Zerg infuriated the Imperial fleet. After paying such a heavy price, all they got was this measly damage. Commander, it's bad. Most of the swarm is now charging at the combat fleet. They might not make it back. This is infuriating. Those damn Zerg have outsmarted me. Order the combat fleet to retreat as best they can. Meanwhile, inside the S-1 Swan-class Star Destroyer following behind the combat fleet. Captain, it's our turn. Nair said. Please begin your performance. Fang Mo replied. Helm, increase speed to maximum and dive toward the lower left. Weapons, all point defense cannons fire at the Zerg approaching the ship. U-4 main guns await orders. All section leaders report combat data at any time. Nair suddenly transformed from a cautious, timid woman into a decisive, capable commander. Fang Mo was taken aback. To have such a commander under his command was truly fortunate. Helm leader report, there is a group of escort Zerg ahead. Oh, we cannot pass. Ignore them. Close in on the escort Zerg, open fire with all point defense cannons to draw their attention, and then ram through them. Warning. Warning. The ship's forward armor is under attack. Armor damage level reaching 12. Warning. Warning. The ship's port armor is under attack. Armor damage level reaching 22. Weapons leader report, Hive Mother no. 1 has entered main gun range. All main guns lock on a Hive Mother no. 1 and open fire with full power. Helm drag the escort Zerg and circle around Hive Mother no. 1. Under the relentless bombardment of the main guns, Hive Mother no. 1 could not withstand the severe damage and exploded. Helm immediately break out of the encirclement. All main guns cease fire and begin cooldown procedures. Weapons leader report, 3 point defense cannons are damaged and unusable. All point defense cannons ignore the Zerg following behind. Focus all fire on the Zerg ahead and to the sides. Warning. Warning. The ship's forward armor is under attack. Armor damage level reaching 36. Warning. Warning. The ship's starboard armor is under attack. Armor damage level reaching 42. Warning. Warning. The ship's overall integrated armor damage level reaching 38. At this moment, inside the Imperial fleet in the rear, Commander Messino and Baron Boner opened their mouths, slightly staring in shock at the battle scene before them. Am I dreaming? He actually took down a Hive Mother with an S-1 class destroyer. Boner exclaimed in astonishment. I never expected it to come to this. Order the entire fleet to launch a full assault. Although that kid took down a Hive Mother, he must be at his wit's end. We can't let him look down on us, Commander Messino thought to himself. Helm, continue increasing speed and charge toward Hive Mother no. 2. Weapons, prepare main guns, and continue executing the same circular assault pattern. Helm leader report, energy remaining at 45. Never mind that, keep going. The second Hive Mother also fell under the sustained bombardment. Commander Messino and Baron Boner stared blankly at the black gold destroyer that had once again charged. At this moment, the Imperial fleet also pressed forward in full force. The last remaining Hive Mother could no longer hold its ground, and the Zerg swarm was falling at a visible rate. Seeing the situation was hopeless, the last Hive Mother immediately gathered all Zerg to protect its escape. Trying to run. How do you think you can? Nair sneered. Helm, remove the speed limit and pursue at full speed. The speed suddenly increased from 40 kilometers to 60 kilometers, it quickly catching up to the fleeing Zerg swarm. Ignore the Zerg from other directions, I rammed through at maximum speed. Weapons leader report out of 8-point defense cannons, only 3 are still operational. Deploy 4 main guns to clear the path, don't conserve main gun ammunition. All ship guns fire ahead to clear the way. Soon after they advanced through the cleared path. Weapons leader report, Hive Mother no. 3 has entered main gun range. Lock on target, concentrate, all fire. Helm leader report engine power overloaded, can sustain at most 10 more minutes before shutdown. 10 minutes is enough. Charge and engage at close range and blast Hive Mother no. 3 with all main guns and point defense cannons. Commander Messino and Baron Bonerer of the Imperial fleet watched the Black Gold destroyer charge into the swarm for the 3rd time, and something seemed to ignite within their hearts. Order the entire fleet to advance at full speed, unleash all firepower, and destroy these motherfing Zerg. Commander Messino shouted loudly. Warning! Warning! The ship's overall integrated armor damage level reaching 72. Some areas have lost all defensive capability. Warning! Warning! The ship's overall integrated armor damage level reaching 72. Some areas have lost all defensive capability. Warning! Warning! Main gun no. 2 has been destroyed. Main gun no. 2 has been destroyed. Warning! Warning! Main gun no. 2 has been destroyed. Main gun no. 2 has been destroyed. Hold on. Aim all ship guns at the head of the Hive Mother and fire. Boom. 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 Hive Mother no. 3 was reluctantly blasted apart by the ship's guns. Seeing the engine overload had only 3 minutes left, Fang Mo let out a huge sigh of relief. Helm break out toward the rear with all power. Messino watched the swarm anxiously, and when he saw the last Hive Mother explode in agony, his heart was filled with excitement, yet he also worried about Fang Mo's safety. Just then a Black Gold ship covered with 7 or 8 Zergs suddenly burst out of the swarm. Quick, quick, quick. Go support that destroyer. Messino said anxiously. At the same time, 5 S-3 Falcon-class light battlecruisers quickly came to support, clearing the surrounding Zerg. Phew. Finally out. Report to Captain. Decapitation operation complete. Minayer said happily. Commander, this is no different from seeking death. Should we call him brave or reckless? Bernal said speechless. Reflecting on the battle he had just experienced, Fang Mo felt a surge of excitement. He had never expected Minar to possess such exceptional command over a starship. Captain, without such an outstanding interstellar warship to support us, I wouldn't have dared to devise such a battle plan. Don't be modest. Everyone has seen your capabilities. We'll still need you to command the ground operations. At that moment, a video connection request came from the Imperial fleet. Fang Mo accepted it, and saw Commander Masnuo smiling at him. Well done, lad. You actually pulled off the decapitation strike. Like father, like son. You flatter me, Commander. My ship has lost its defensive capabilities now. The rest of the Zerg will have to rely on you. Haha, no problem. If I'm not mistaken, you are Fang Mo, the son of Lord Fang Baitian. Commander, you know me. Yes, I am Fang Mo. Though there are many lords of various star systems in my domain, I have some ties with your father. Masnuo looked at the young Fang Mo, recalling the battle scenes. As for all the Zerg you eliminated, I'll have someone tally them up. The Empire will compensate you with star coins based on their actual value. Your ship's consumption and repair costs will also be covered by the Imperial government. Alright, thank you very much, Commander Masnuo. No need to thank me. You deserve it. Now take your ship to carry out ground rescue missions. Understood, Commander. The video ended. Commander, this battle's success owes much to Fang Mo. I suggest giving him double the mission reward. What do you think? Bonner said. Agreed. We should support rising stars like him in the Empire. The remaining Zerg without the command of the Hive Mother retreated in defeat. Within just an hour, all the Zerg were completely wiped out. Minar, report the battle losses. Yes, Captain. In this battle, we eliminated 3 Hive Mothers and 327 Zerg of various types. The ship's overall armor damage reached 81, leaving it virtually defenseless. 2 main cannons and 7 secondary cannons are damaged. Energy reserves are at 26. 4 crew members are dead, 3 severely injured, and 11 lightly injured. Minar said, can the severely injured recover fully? They should be fine. Understood. Have the ship proceed to Qianlin Prime for rescue operations. Yes, Captain. As the warship slowly approached Qianlin Prime, Fang Mo's heart tightened. He wondered how his father, grandmother, and friends were faring now. With Imperial fleet forces attacking the Zerg on the planet's surface, Qianlin Prime was soon under control. The planet's inhabitants gradually emerged from their shelters. Fang Mo, accompanied by Minar and 10 crew members, landed via a shuttle and immediately headed to the family estate. The sight of human and Zerg corpses strewn across the ground gave a grim picture of what had transpired there. Without a moment to dwell, Fang Mo began searching through the bodies, hoping not to find anyone he knew. His emotions were conflicted. He wanted to see familiar faces, yet dreaded it. Fang Mo, is that you, young master? A soldier in the family's combat uniform suddenly called out. Captain Lei Hong. It's you. This man was the family's guard captain. Seeing Lei Hong covered in wounds, Fang Mo's heart trembled. Lei Hong was his father's personal guard captain. Seeing him here, but not his father or other guards, filled Fang Mo with a sense of dread. Captain Lei Hong, I am Fang Mo. Where's my father? Young Master Fang. I failed. I couldn't protect the Lord. Seeing Lei Hong weeping, Fang Mo suddenly felt a wave of weakness. His body swayed, and he collapsed. Young Master Fang. Captain, Minar helped Fang Mo up. Weakly, Fang Mo asked, tell me what happened to my father and the family. Yes, young master. After the Zerg invasion, the Lord led our ground forces in street-to-street combat. The planet's people evacuated under our cover, but then the Zerg swarmed all the ships on the ground and destroyed them. With no choice, the Lord arranged for refugees to enter multiple underground shelters. Our ground forces kept falling in battle. The Lord, he sacrificed himself while rescuing a group of refugees surrounded by the Zerg. Only I survived. What about my grandmother? The old lady has been arranged in Shelter 002. Lead the way immediately. Take us to her. Minar, give him basic medical treatment. Yes, young master captain. Minar and Lei Hong said in unison. 30 minutes later, Fang Mo and his team arrived at Shelter 002. Refugees were already emerging from the shelter. Spotting a soldier in the family's combat uniform, Fang Mo approached and asked, Soldier, I am Fang Mo, son of the Lord of Qianlin Star System. Tell me where the Qianlin family members are. Sir, follow me. The soldier saluted. Soon Fang Mo entered a large hall where many people were talking with worried expressions. Fang Mo scanned the room and saw his grandmother supported by a young woman anxiously looking around. He stepped forward and said, Grandma, I'm back. It's Mo. Let Grandma have a look at you, the old lady said worriedly. Fang Mo took her hand, letting her touch and examine him. Grandma, I'm fine. The Zerg have been eliminated. You can rest assured. Is that so? Good. But the old woman's eyes welled with tears. I know, Grandma. Fang Mo lowered his head. Sigh. At least you came back safely. That's a blessing in disguise. Grandma, let's go outside first. I will avenge Father, I promise you. Fang Mo clenched his fists. 2 days passed quickly. The Zerg on Qianlin Prime and several nearby planets had been eradicated. Fang Mo held a funeral for his father and all those who had fallen in the battle. Captain, the S-1 Swan-class interstellar destroyer has been fully repaired. The Imperial government has also sent the rewards for this battle: 300 star coins from the Zerg corpses and 400 star coins as the mission reward. 400,000 star coins for the mission. Fang Mo asked, puzzled. Yes, Commander Masnuo granted you an additional reward, saying your performance was outstanding and made a great contribution to the Imperial fleet. He decided to double the reward. I see. Beep, beep, beep. Fang Mo's wrist communicator rang. He answered and saw his elder sister. Mo. Grandma told me about Father. Her eyes were red. Sis, are you okay? I'm fine. Take care of Grandma. He'll be back on the main planet in 2 days. Don't worry, you'll look after Grandma. You stay safe too. Beep, beep, beep. A video request from Masnuo. Sis, I have something to deal with. He'll call you later. Accepting the video call from Commander Masnuo, Fang Mo saw him looking anxious. Fang Mo, lad, I'm sending 200 interstellar transport ships to your location. Immediately evacuate the refugees from Qianlin Prime. Commander Masnuo, what's happening? Imperial fleet sensors have detected Zerg converging on Qianlin Prime from other parts of the star system. They'll arrive in less than a day. Understood. They'll start the evacuation immediately. Fang Mo felt a surge of anxiety. No wonder the temporary mission had not been completed. It was not yet over. 10 minutes later, in the Lord's Hall, Minar, Lei Hong, Grandma, and others were summoned by Fang Mo. I have some bad news to share. A new swarm of Zerg is about to arrive. Minar, take Grandma and some members of the family aboard my warship. Lei Hong organized the ground forces and arranged for the survivors to board the Imperial transport ships. We will all head to the MC-11 planet. Yes, Captain, young Master Fang Mo. After Fang Mo's orders were issued, everyone on the planet began to move. Watching the people from various places board the Imperial transport ships, one after another, Fang Mo felt relieved. Report, Captain, all personnel on Qianlin main star have boarded the ship. Requesting synchronized navigation. Have the personnel on nearby planets been evacuated? They have all begun evacuation, Captain. Approving the navigation request. Set destination MC-11 planet. MC-11 planet is a habitable planet near the MS-049 Imperial spaceport. The planetary governor of this star is In Ming, a trusted subordinate of Fang Mo's father. When Fang Mo was a child, In Ming was his father's personal guard and often took him out to play. Fang Mo used to call him Uncle In. Sitting in the captain's seat, Fang Mo shook his head, slightly cutting off his reminiscence, and began to review his current assets. After returning to Qianlin main star, some of his father's original assets had been converted into star coins totaling 2 million star coins. As for his father's assets on other outer planets, they could not be collected at this stage and had to be left there for now. After 20 hours of warp travel, Fang Mo exited the hibernation pod and saw a pale blue planet before him. It was precisely MC-11. Report, Captain. All personnel from Qianlin main star and nearby planets have arrived at the destination, said Minar. Contact the planetary governor of MC-11. A beep sounded as the video connection was established. On the screen appeared a middle-aged man with a resolute face and sharp features. Xiao Mo, you finally arrived. I've heard about your situation. Sa, uncle, and long time no see. I've brought many refugees to seek your help this time. Don't worry, they are all people from our star system. I will arrange everything for these refugees. As the refugees were gradually settled, a system notification sound rang in Fang Mo's mind. Ding. Congratulations, host, on completing the temporary mission. Reward 200 points, 200 people rescued. Additional reward, engineering manufacturing acceleration 30 attribute, host exceeded task requirements. After seeing the system notification, Fang Mo continued to open the status panel. Host Fang Mo. Identity, son of a Viscount of the Holy Dragon Empire. Occupation, basic interstellar mechanic. Attributes, engineering manufacturing acceleration 30. Star coins 401270. Starships 1. Task stage, main task in progress. Task points 200300. System warehouse 1, free purchase of S1 series items. After reviewing his status, Fang Mo felt that he was quite wealthy now. Over 4 million star coins and 2000 points. At this stage, all S1 level items in the system shop were priced between 100 and 1000 points. It seemed he could spend freely. Since he now had an abundance of star coins and points, it was time to start improving his strength. First, the fleet. Generally, the minimum size of a fleet was 30 S1 level warships, while a large fleet could reach thousands of ships. A fleet with over 300 warships and 10 S3 level ships could be called an interstellar legion. Given the current situation of the Qianlin star system and Fang Mo's resources, he could form a fleet of the smallest scale. Next were the fleet crew and logistics support. Moreover, he only knew how to build the S1 Swan-class interstellar destroyer. Relying on just one type of warship was insufficient. After pondering for a moment, Fang Mo submerged his consciousness into the system and saw the system upgrade introduction. System upgrade from S1 to S2. Required points 5000. Upgrade hint: after upgrade, you can exchange all S2 level items. S2 level technology includes mecha technology, super soldier gene technology, etc. Fang Mo did not hesitate and immediately clicked the system upgrade. Ding. Congratulations, host. System upgrade successful. Upgraded to S2 system. Additional reward: 1 free purchase of S2 series items. Seeing the successful upgrade, Fang Mo thought excitedly. The system even gave extra rewards. How nice. Then Fang Mo continued to look at the system upgrade introduction. System upgrade from S2 to S3. Required points 5000. Upgrade hint: after upgrade, you can exchange all S3 level items. S3 level technology includes Stargate technology, Star Shield technology, etc. Fang Mo thought for a moment, then continued to click upgrade. Ding. Congratulations, host. System upgrade successful. Upgraded to S3 system. Additional reward: 1 free purchase of S3 series items. Looking at the 3 free purchase opportunities in the system warehouse, Fang Mo began to carefully examine the S1 S3 system shop. Seeing the various exchange items in the system shop, Fang Mo exchanged for the S1 Jinkinglass medium frigate blueprint, the S2 level super gene warrior potion formula, the S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship blueprint, and the intermediate mechanic skill. After the exchange, Fang Mo immediately clicked to use the 3 blueprints and formula, and the information of the 3 items appeared in his mind. S1 Jinkinglass medium frigate. Ship type frigate. Level S1. Dimensions: length 220 m, width 45 m, height 75 m. Mass 3.50000 tons. Speed 25 kilometers. Armor thickness 2000 mm, 2500 mm. Warp drive, level 2 warp drive. Crew 20. Armament 1. For 150 mm particle main cannons, 2. 12 rapid-fire close-in defense guns, 3. 4 sets of interstellar torpedo launchers. This was a type frigate with a powerful armor system and close-range firepower system. Once it got close and entangled the enemy would be either dead or severely wounded. S2 level super gene warrior potion formula. Type enhancement potion. Level S2. Function: after use greatly enhances all bodily functions, increases bone and muscle density, and boosts mental strength. Materials: 1 frost licorice, 1 trant sap, 1 blue mountain flower, 1 star spirit dragon essence blood. Note: each potion can only be taken once. Multiple uses are ineffective. Looking at this super gene potion, Fang Mo was delighted. If he could produce this potion, then he and the important people around him could use it. He continued reading. S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship. Ship type battleship. Level S3. Dimensions: length 1800 m, width 360 m, height 420 m, mass 450,000 tons, speed 150 kilometers. Star shield energy 200,000 units. Armor thickness 10,000 mm, 12,000 mm. Warp drive, level 6 warp drive. Crew 500. Armament 1 3000 mm, bow cannon 2. 1500 mm pulse laser, main cannons 3. 300 mm particle cannons, 4 unmanned reconnaissance drones. Special features: circular star shield system, automatic repair system. After reading the information on this battleship, Fang Mo was utterly astonished. This was no warship, it was a mobile super artillery platform. A total of 29 cannons, including a 3000 mm bow cannon. One shot from that could even penetrate a star shield. If all 29 cannons fired simultaneously, it would become a killing machine, leaving nothing alive. Moreover, this battleship had a star shield and auto repair with a speed of 150 kilometers. It was truly a hexagonal warship, excelling in all aspects. High attack, thick defense, fast speed, and self-repair capability. Compared to the S3 level battleships within the Empire, its performance was completely overwhelming. However, the corresponding construction cost was also exorbitant. An S1 level warship cost about 5,000 star coins, while this S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship cost 1.5 million star coins. And that was just the construction cost. Normally, all S3 level warships within the Empire started at tens of millions of star coins. If this S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship were put up for sale, it could definitely fetch over 50 million star coins, and demand would exceed supply. It was simply a warship of destruction. After calming his mind, Fang Mo began planning his next steps. For now, he could only produce one S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship, followed by 10 S1 Swan class interstellar destroyers and 10 S1 Vajra class medium frigates. So Fang Mo sought out his uncle. Uncle, it's been a while. Thank you again for your help. Xiao Mo, it's been 3 years since we last met, hasn't it? Seeing you in this state puts my mind at ease. You don't need to stand on ceremony with me. Oh, we're family. If you need anything, just tell your uncle. Okay. Uncle and I need to trouble you with my grandmother and some of the family. They'll be staying with you for a short time. It's only right. The old lady watched me grow up. You don't even need to ask, he'll take good care of her. Seeing Uncle An's sincere expression, Fang Mo felt a warmth in his heart. Xiao Mo, it's been a long time for us too. How about I take you for a stroll around this planet? And Ming wanted to help Fang Mo clear his mind. Uncle, and the Zerg crisis in the Qianlin star system hasn't been resolved yet. Many planets are still occupied by the Zerg. Father is no longer here, so it's up to me now. Xiao Mo, you've grown up. Since you've already come to this realization, your uncle will fully support you. Tell me, what do you plan to do next? Thank you, Uncle. To completely resolve this Zerg crisis, we can't do it alone. I hope you can contact familiar forces to join us and strengthen our armed might. Then with the support of the Imperial military, we can reclaim our home. Fang Mo said earnestly. Good, he'll start making contact right away. Also, I have a list of materials and supplies that need to be purchased. With that, Fang Mo sent and Ming the list of materials needed for building warships, including logistical supplies. Total cost 6 million star credits. Kid, you need this many materials to build warships? And Ming glanced at the list. Uncle, and can this list be fully purchased? Most items can be bought directly. I have some materials here too. But the Star Spirit Dragon's essence blood is hard to come by. It's rare throughout the Empire. Some wealthy collectors might have it. Then please order these items for me, Uncle. This card has 3 million star credits. If it's not enough, let me know. Also, I need to borrow your starship construction bay. No problem. They'll place the order now. They'll have someone take you to the construction bay. Soon a human woman in her 20s approached. Xiao Mo, this is my assistant Qinlan. She'll take you to the construction bay. If you need anything, just tell her. Then I'll go check out the bay first, Uncle. You take care of your business. Alright, go ahead. As Fang Mo rode in the car to the construction bay, his communication wristband beeped. Xiao Mo, I've arrived at the MS-049 Imperial Starport. Where are you? His elder sister Fang Qingqing asked. Sis, you're in the Qianlin star system. I'm on planet MC-11 now. MC-11. Uncle An's place. He'll head over now. With that, his sister ended the video call. Fang Mo was speechless. His sister was always so impulsive. He then opened another video call connecting with Minar and Lei Hong for a multi-person conversation. Minar, bring all the crew members here. Lei Hong arranged for the family to go to the city and recruit the following person. Yes, Captain Sir. Fang Mo. Fang Mo began his shipbuilding plan. Soon he arrived at a massive manufacturing plant covering tens of thousands of acres. Sir Fang Mo, we've arrived. This is the starship construction bay you requested. It's fully equipped with manufacturing facilities and various engineers. Do you have any other requirements? Qinlan said. I'm good. I need 50 transport robots and 20 logistics personnel. Understood. Soon Minar arrived with all the crew members. Crew, after these days together, we've gotten to know each other. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Fang Mo, son of the Lord of the Qianlin star system. The crew began to murmur among themselves. Quiet. As you may know, the Lord of Qianlin Fang Beitian, my father, sacrificed himself to save his people. To avenge my father, to eliminate the invading Zerg, and to save the suffering people, I have decided to build my own warships and forge my own fleet to reclaim our home. Now you will assist me in building 21 warships. Here is a confidentiality agreement. If any of you do not wish to follow me, I will arrange for you to live on this planet. At that moment, a male Talari raised his hand. Captain, I am willing to follow you. You are the best captain I have ever known. On the other side, a female half-beast raised her hand. Captain, you not only saved us, but also treated us equally. No more words. In with you to the end. Captain, there are over 50 of us whom you bought as slaves, yet you never treated us as such. I am willing to fight alongside you. Minar said. Seeing the eager looks in his crew's eyes, Fang Mo said happily, all right, since you all are willing to follow me from now on, you are not just my crew, but my brothers and sisters. Minar, take the team leaders to assist Lei Hong with the recruitment. We need to recruit 1200 Starship combat personnel. See the specific requirements yourself. The pay remains the same. I have only one requirement: good character. No criminals. Yes, Captain. Mission guaranteed. All right, everyone get to work. Fang Mo then led the crew to familiarize themselves with the construction bay, teaching them how to use the manufacturing equipment and the basics of shipbuilding. After 2 days of learning, each crew member had mastered some aspect of warship construction. Fang Mo had also experienced what it was like to be a teacher. Overall, one word summed it up: exhausting. Meanwhile, his sister arrived on MC-11, and seeing her younger brother gave him a comforting talk. Xiao Mo, I heard from Uncle and that you're building warships. Fang Qingqing asked in confusion. Yes, sis. Want to help? I remember you studied Starship Command. You can build starships. His sister looked at him in disbelief. Just then a nearby crew member said excitedly, Miss, the captain can not only build interstellar warships, but also many other things. Well, I can't build warships, but I can pilot them, hee. Bro, you have to let me take the first test flight of— Okay, sis. How long is your leave this time? Given the special circumstances, the Imperial military granted me a year off. MMIC. Grandma still mentions you from time to time. Go see her when you have time. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going now. 3 days later, all the materials and supplies Fang Mo had ordered arrived. And Ming came to the construction bay and said happily, Xiao Mo, you're in luck this time. All the materials have been purchased. The Star Spirit Dragon's essence blood too. A merchant from another star region was stranded in the Qianlin system and was eager to sell his Star Spirit Dragon's essence blood. You got it, just one drop. Thank you for your hard work, Uncle. It's my duty. I've contacted 16 familiar fleets willing to help. Oh, how long until they arrive? They're currently preparing supplies and assembling their starships. ITLL take about a month for them to get here. More than half of those fleets are your father's old subordinates, and the rest are my former comrades. What about the garrison forces of the Qianlin system and the governors of other planets? Have you contacted them? I did, but they— I understand. What about the Imperial authorities? I've reported our battle plan to the Imperial authorities. They said to contact them once we've assembled our forces. So the Imperial authorities are reliable after all. Xiao Mo, you can trust the Imperial authorities. The rest is up to us. Recently, the Imperial authorities have been promoting the battle footage of the Qianlin main star assault. The Black Gold S1 class destroyer they featured looks a lot like your destroyer. Imperial promotional video. Here, I've sent you the video. Take a look. The promotional video began with the Imperial slogan, every inch of land soaked in blood. Even if our nation is destroyed, we swear never to coexist with the Zerg. Then the video showed the battle between the Imperial fleet and the Zerg near the Qianlin main star. A Black Gold S1 class destroyer received many close-up shots. Fang Mo was speechless. The Imperial authorities were using his warship as an advertisement. Should he charge them advertising fees? Never mind. Time to start building the warships. First produce that S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship. After watching the Empire's official promotional video, Fang Mo sighed helplessly. Uncle and I will be building my own fleet next. The external liaison work will depend on you. Don't worry. By the way, there are some star coins left from purchasing these supplies. Hey, race your card back. And Ming said. He placed the star coin card down and turned to leave before Fang Mo could utter a word. Fang Mo picked up the star coin card and found there were still 1 million star coins in it. Watching Uncle An's retreating figure, he silently noted it in his heart. He then returned to the starship construction bay and began arranging the crew to process materials. The first step was to build the keel of the S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship. Policy take 10 people and bring the materials from these 5 boxes for smelting and shaping. Zhang Beifeng take 5 people and assemble the weapon materials according to the blueprints. Wu Long arranged the transport robots to store those 10 boxes of materials in the rear warehouse first. Fang Mo commanded. Watching everyone start bustling, he entered the design workshop and input the design blueprints of the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship into the supercomputer. Based on the data Fang Mo entered and the crew configuration, the supercomputer immediately generated the construction period engineering steps, task assignments, and precautions for this vessel. Looking at the generated data, this S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship would require 14 days to complete under full-scale construction. Fang Mo then input the design plans for the S-1 Swan-class interstellar destroyer and the S-1 Kong-class medium frigate into the supercomputer, setting the production of 10 vessels for each type. The supercomputer displayed that 4 S-1 class starships could be built simultaneously, each batch requiring 3 days, and completing all 20 vessels would take 15 days. This construction mission would require a total of 29 days. Fang Mo carefully studied the data above. As the construction progressed on the 5th day, Fang Mo's communication wristband suddenly rang. Seeing it was a video call request from Minar, he immediately accepted. Commander, we've encountered some trouble with the recruitment. Trouble? What's the situation? Can't find it. Well, we have too many applicants. Our recruitment need is only 1200, but over 200,000 applicants meet the requirements. Many of them are refugees who fled here. Commander, what should we do? Do this recruit based on merit, urgency, and necessity. Also inform them that the Qianlin fleet will continue hiring in the future so they can rest assured. Yes, Commander. But there's another issue I can't resolve. What issue? An old dwarf came to apply, but is not the kind of talent we need. I'm uncertain. What's the situation? Tell me specifically. Fang Mo asked curiously. This old dwarf claims to be a legendary mechanic and demands extremely high compensation. Legendary mechanic. Minar, bring this old dwarf to me immediately. Actually, you'll go there myself. Fang Mo's heart raced with excitement. In the interstellar realm, profession levels were divided into basic, intermediate, advanced, and top tier. The legendary level had not appeared for centuries, only occasionally seen in history. 30 minutes later, Fang Mo arrived at Minar's location, filled with anticipation. He saw an old man less than 1.5 meters tall sitting beside Minar, his expression relaxed. Above his left shoulder hovered a smart robot the size of a small dog. Fang Mo immediately used his insight eye to observe Nasi attributes dwarf elder skills, legendary mechanic, top-tier engineer, top-tier smart program developer. Holy shit. Fang Mo's eyes gleamed like gold as he stared at the dwarf elder. The dwarf also noticed Fang Mo's gaze. Commander, this is the dwarf elder. Gentleman I mentioned. Minar said. Just now you called me an old man, and now it's gentleman. Hello, my name is Fang Mo, commander of the Qianlin fleet. It's a pleasure to meet you. May I ask how I should? Young lady, you should learn from your commander. See how polite he is. Minar's face darkened with embarrassment. Commander Fang Mo, my name is Nasi. I saw you were recruiting and came to check it out. But this young lady said I didn't meet your requirements. Are legendary mechanics worthless nowadays? Elder Nasi, I'm terribly sorry. Are you truly a legendary mechanic? Whether I'm a legendary mechanic, you can test it. If I hadn't fled here penniless, I wouldn't be looking for work. How would you like to test? He'll cooperate. Give me your communication wristband. The dwarf Nasi got down from the chair, took Fang Mo's wristband, disassembled it, inserted a tiny chip, and quickly reassembled it. His technique was extremely skilled. He handed the wristband back to Fang Mo and said casually, try it now. Fang Mo put on the wristband. The exterior seemed unchanged, but when he opened the functions, he found significant improvements. First, the contact list. Fang Mo no longer needed to search manually. A mere thought would automatically connect. He could also control the wristband with his mind, without speaking, and many new functions had been added. Elder Nasi, is this consciousness sensing capability? Fang Mo exclaimed in surprise. Oh, Commander, I didn't expect you to know about this. Haha, I'm an intermediate mechanic. Your technology is extremely rare. Not bad reaching intermediate mechanic at such a young age. The younger generation is formidable. Elder Nasi, may I ask what your expected compensation is? I like your straightforwardness. First, a jug of rum, every day 100 star coins per month, at least 2 work meals per day, and a private workshop. Our fleet currently provides 3 work meals a day. Your other conditions are acceptable. When can you start? Right now, since I'm idle and bored anyway. Then come with me. He'll introduce you to the upcoming work. Fang Mo then instructed Minar to continue recruiting and to notify him immediately if any special talents appeared. He brought the dwarf Nasi to the starship construction bay and said, this is your temporary workplace. Design room No. 1 over there will be your private workshop. The logistics staff will deliver work meals daily. Your main task for now is the construction of these 21 starships. The dwarf Nasi looked at the busy workers inside and said, no problem, Commander. Then please familiarize yourself with the work environment. He'll have some crew members come to liaise with you. Soon Fang Mo gathered over 40 crew members, introduced them to Nasi, and announced Nasi as the chief engineer of the Qianlin fleet. Fang Mo was in a very good mood. The subsequent construction work would be much easier. Thanks to the 29-day construction period and his attribute skill engineering construction acceleration 30, it would only take 21 days to complete all construction. Not long after Chief Engineer Nasi suddenly rushed over, grabbed Fang Mo's wrist and looked at him with excitement. Feeling the dwarf's large hand, Fang Mo asked in confusion, "Chief Engineer Nasi, what's the matter? I just saw the design blueprints of this starship." Where did these blueprints come from?" "Oh, I designed them." "You designed them? Can an intermediate mechanic design something like this?" Nasi didn't believe it. "Is there a problem?" "Not that there's a problem. It's that the performance of this S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship is too extraordinary. If it's actually built, the entire empire will be shaken. I've never seen such a formidable warship. It's sheer brutal aesthetics. And the two S1 class vessels. Their performance is also superior to other Empire-level warships, yet the construction cost is so cheap. Damn it. Chief Engineer Nasi, do you think there are areas for improvement?" "Improvement? I think the designs of these three types are already perfect. The crew said the commander designed them. I truly didn't expect that." Fang Mo smiled inwardly. Of course, anything from the system is top-notch. And maybe it's talent. Fang Mo, I've already added a confidentiality protocol to the intelligence system of this starship construction bay. No one can obtain these technologies without the commander's authorization. However, I've noticed that the current crew's skills in starship construction are somewhat rusty and need more training. Chief Engineer Nasi, your observation is very accurate. He'll rely on you for that. Haha, it's my duty. But what? Fang Mo asked suspiciously. "Commander, if you have new starship design blueprints, could I also have a look?" Chief Engineer Nasi said sheepishly. "Since you're now our fleet's chief engineer, he'll definitely share the design blueprints with you. Don't worry." "That's wonderful. Thank you for your trust, Commander. He'll give it my all." Under Fang Mo's arrangement, the battleship construction proceeded smoothly, and time gradually came to the 10th day. A video connection request from Commander Masnuo beeped. Seeing the communication bracelet ringing, Fang Mo tapped to accept. "Hello, Fang Mo, my boy." "Oh no, I should call you Viscount Fang Mo now." Masnuo said. "Hello, Commander." "What Viscount?" "Haha, the Empire has announced that you will inherit your father's title and territory, so now you are a Viscount of the Shenglong Empire." I remember I haven't applied for inheritance yet." "I've already applied for you, and it was directly approved," Masnuo said happily. "Thank you, Commander. Why do you seem unhappy? Your father's title and territory are yours eventually, just a matter of time. Now, given the situation in the Qianlin Galaxy, as you know, what use is the title and territory to me? The Empire should send more fleets to eliminate the Zerg. Now that you are a Star Domain Lord, I'll tell you about the situation within the Shenglong Empire. It's not that the Empire is unwilling to send more fleets. The current situation is also grim. Externally, the Mechanical Empire and the Eastern Union are at war with us, and internally the princes are vying for power and profit with His Majesty in a coma. Alas. I see. So how many fleets can the Empire currently reinforce to the Qianlin Galaxy? About 2 legions. One is my own, and the other is from the Empire. The one that fought alongside you last time. 2 legions against millions of Zerg. Fang Mo said helplessly. 2 legions at full strength would be just a few thousand warships. Don't worry too much. Once the Empire gets a breather, it will definitely send fleet reinforcements. Alright, thank you again, Commander. I saw the battle plan submitted by Ming. Once you've assembled your forces, you can contact me directly. Well, act together and increase the success rate of eliminating the Zerg. Okay, Commander. Then I won't bother you anymore. Over and out. It seems I need to build more ships and recruit. The funds are completely insufficient. What should I do? I don't think about it. When the ship reaches the bridge, it will straighten itself. They'll deal with it later. Fang Mo looked at the almost completed S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship, which only needed painting. Commander, what color do you think this ship should be painted? Nasi asked. Black and gold. Okay, no problem. Next, the trial voyage would begin. Another thrilling. Fang Mo had never even ridden a ship of this class from childhood to adulthood. Before, he had only ridden S2 class ships with his father. His father, as the Lord of the Qianlin Galaxy, didn't even own an S3 class ship. These ships, costing tens of millions of star coins, were beyond the reach of ordinary lords. A normal Star Domain Lord's annual income was only about 2 million star coins after various expenses and taxes. Only those Star Domain commanders could afford such S3 class ships. Then there were those interstellar group companies and large conglomerates that had such purchasing power. Xiao Emma, what are you thinking about standing there? Fang Qingqing said. Fang Mo turned and saw his sister walking slowly. Sis, why are you here? What, not welcome your sister? Of course not. How is Grandma? Grandma is in good health, but sometimes she misses father. By the way, congratulations, our new lord. Fang Qingqing smiled. Sis, stop teasing me. By the way, this ship of mine is ready for a trial voyage. Do you want to come along? Really? Of course I want to come. Alright, follow me. Fang Mo led his sister aboard the ship and arranged for Minar to bring 500 new crew members for the trial voyage. Little brother, what kind of ship is this? It's so huge. S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship. Fang Mo said slowly. S3. I've never even piloted an S3 class ship before. In the Imperial military, I only piloted S2 class cruisers. This bridge command center is so beautiful. The gorgeous operating system, the fully transparent holographic system, the texture, the aesthetics. Fang Qingqing stood in the bridge command center amazed. Sis, mind your image, mind your image. Is that the bow cannon? So thick, so huge. Fang Qingqing pointed at the gun barrel ahead. Sis, please sit here first. The trial voyage is about to begin. Fang Mo said helplessly. Oh, okay. Fang Mo then sat in the captain's seat with his sister beside him and looked at Minar. Minar, how are the preparations at each station? Captain, all 500 crew members are in position, requesting to commence the trial voyage. Request approved. Begin the trial voyage. Report engine system started, all normal. Report communication system started, all normal. Report radar detection started, all normal. Report weapon module started, all normal. Report navigation system started, all normal. Report star shield system started, all normal. Then Minar ordered the navigation team to steer into outer space. Beep beep, this is the Qianlin Fleet S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship requesting departure from the star orbit. Beep beep, this is the Qianlin Fleet S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship requesting departure from the star orbit. Request approved. Please navigate along the designated course. The planet's space tower responded. As the battleship slowly ascended into the sky, people finally saw the full view of the ship. And Ming, sitting in the starry sky building, suddenly stood up, staring in shock. What class of ship is this? So enormous. Report entered space. Request to increase speed. Request approved. Increase speed to maximum. Minar said. Speed has reached 50 kilometers. Speed has reached 70 kilometers. Speed has reached 100 kilometers. Speed has reached 150 kilometers. After 20 minutes of full-speed travel, the engine and navigation systems showed no issues. Combat group, prepare for attack. Target the distant asteroid belt. Activate all star shields. Attempt to ram the asteroid belt at full speed. Then Fang Mo saw all the ship's cannons firing. The asteroids hit were blasted into powder, and those colliding with the star shields were shattered completely. Cease fire. Record data. Deactivate star shields. Attempt to directly collide with the asteroids using the hull. With the star shields off, the asteroids left only a few marks on the hull even at maximum speed. And those marks slowly healed. Captain, we will now conduct a two-way warp speed voyage. Target MS-049 Imperial Starport. Please instruct. Minar said. Warp speed approved. Fang Mo said. Red warnings flashed inside the ship. The ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning, the ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning, the ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Fang Mo led his sister and Minar to the hibernation pods. His sister exclaimed, Xiao Mo, this hibernation pod is so comfortable. Much better than the Empire's warship pods. Sis, Minar, let's get into the pods. In less than an hour, the S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship arrived near the MS-049 Imperial Starport. The Class 6 warp engine was indeed fast. A normal S1 class ship with a Class 2 warp engine would take at least 2.5 hours, so this was more than twice as fast. People in the MS-049 Imperial Starport suddenly saw the massive black and gold battleship before their eyes wide with amazement. Holy crap! What class is this ship? So huge. Look at those cannons. One glance and I'm terrified. Yeah. Huh. Doesn't this emblem look like the Qianlin fleets? I want a ship like this too. Before the people in the starport could finish their exclamations, the massive starship suddenly turned around and entered warp speed, flying away. Beep beep. At that moment, Commander Masnuo's communication bracelet rang. Hello, Commander. I am the governor of MS-049 Imperial Starport. I have a special situation to report. Just now, a battleship larger than an S3 class battleship passed by the starport. Oh, whose ship is it? How big is it? Reporting, Commander. The ship's emblem looks like it belongs to the Qianlin fleet. It's about twice the size of a normal S3 class battleship. Qianlin fleet. Twice the size. Are you sure? Yes, sir, I'm sure. I have a video, you can check it. Then the governor sent the video footage. After watching the video, Masnuo was full of astonishment. When did the Qianlin galaxy get such a terrifying warship? Impossible, absolutely impossible. Captain, the trial voyage of the S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship has concluded. Please provide. Minar exclaimed excitedly. While docked at the MC-11 Planet Space Station, you and the crew continue to familiarize yourselves with the ship's functions. In returning to planet MC-11, contact me directly if anything comes up. That Xiao Mo, can I stay here? Fang Qingqing said coyly. Sis, you're not going back. Going back is so boring. They'll just stay here, hee. Alright, if you need anything, just ask Minar. Then his sister walked over to Minar, took her hand, and said, come on girl, take me around here. Fang Mo felt speechless at his sister's behavior. Returning to the starship construction bay, he handed the trial data to Chief Engineer Nas. All data was excellent with no issues. Chief Engineer Nas looked at the data and said happily, my lord, in my judgment this ship will surely shine in interstellar space. I trust your judgment. He'll leave the remaining ship construction to you. I'm a bit tired, I will head back to the lounge. No problem, leave it to me. Back in the lounge, Fang Mo sank his consciousness into the system and checked his status page. Host Fang Mo, identity lord of the Qianlin Galaxy, Viscount of the Saint Dragon Empire, occupation intermediate, mechanic attributes engineering, construction speed 30, star coins 2412720, starships 2. Mission stage, main mission in progress, mission points 143300, system warehouse S2 super gene soldier potion formula. Originally there were over 1 for million star coins plus uncle and returned 1 million, so now there were over 2 for million. He spent 200 points to exchange for the intermediate mechanic skill, and the rest was mostly untouched. He continued to check the stage, main mission number of planets occupied 38,136. Seeing the increasing number of occupied planets, a sense of urgency surged in Fang Mo's heart. Better make the S2 super gene soldier potion first and see what it does. For now he could only produce 1 dose. After reviewing the information, Fang Mo went directly to the biological lab, took out the prepared materials, and began extraction and fusion. 3 hours later, looking at the blue gene potion in his hand, Fang Mo thought to himself, is this the legendary super soldier gene potion? Without a second thought, he drank it all in 1 gulp. Then he closed his eyes and felt the changes in his body. After 5 minutes, Fang Mo's body began to heat up, gradually, feeling an unbearable burning sensation. His body was hot, but his mind remained clear, an extremely uncomfortable state. After 30 minutes of intense heat, a sudden coolness surged into his brain. Fang Mo felt a tremendous mental boost, as if he had transcended. Black-red liquid oozed from his pores, emitting a foul odor. Fang Mo rushed into the bathroom and washed himself thoroughly 3 times inside and out until he no longer smelled. After the shower, his entire body felt inexhaustibly strong, and a wave of hunger hit him. Fang Mo took out a nutrient meal, and while eating squeezed an iron block in his hand. The iron block was deformed directly. If he squeezed a person like that, he would crush their bones. Fang Mo was deeply shocked. Truly a super soldier. His current body was about 5 times stronger than before. Even if he stayed awake for 7 days and nights, Fang Mo wouldn't feel tired. His mental faculties had also been greatly enhanced. His thinking speed and inspiration were far stronger than before. It seemed he should produce more of this potion in the future. First, his sister, grandmother, uncle, and Minar would need it. But currently materials were insufficient, so he would have to hold off for now. He might as well continue buying materials to build ships and also mechs. Fang Mo sank his consciousness into the system shop and began searching for suitable blueprints in the S2 system shop. He eventually selected the S2 Wolf King class medium interstellar cruiser blueprint and the S2 Titan No. 1 mech blueprint. Fang Mo began to check the ship's information. S2 Wolf King class medium interstellar cruiser ship type, cruiser level S2, dimensions length 550 m, width 100 m, height 160 m, mass 7. 5 million tons, speed 60 kilometers, warp drive, level 4 warp engine, crew 120, weapons 1. 4 300 millimeters pulsed laser, main cannons 2. 8 groups of long-range cruise missiles 3. 8 120 millimeters particle rapid-fire point defense guns. After reviewing the information, Fang Mo contacted Uncle and to purchase 2 million star coins worth of materials. The cost of this S2 Wolf King class medium interstellar cruiser was 300 star coins, and he planned to build 5. The S2 Titan No. 1 mech cost 200 star coins each, so he could build 25 sets of these mechs. Generally, mechs are used for ground operations or special assault missions. After finalizing the plan, Fang Mo sent the 2 blueprints to Chief Engineer Nas, instructing him to proceed with the second batch of construction after completing the first. Then he contacted Lei Hong, asking him to recruit 600 more crew members of various types. Chief Engineer Nas excitedly agreed and said, "My lord, you are a genius." Looking at the remaining 400 star coins, Fang Mo began thinking about how to make money. Making money essentially meant doing business. Currently, Fang Mo had only starship blueprints, mech blueprints, and the super soldier gene potion formula to sell. He didn't intend to sell the super soldier gene potion formula, so he could only consider the other 2. But who to sell to? Fang Mo didn't have much of a business network. Sell to the Empire? No, that would be hard to explain. How could a 16-year-old suddenly come up with such things? Sell to Commander Mas? No, that would also raise suspicion. Ali Mingpeng. Beep, beep, beep. Video call connected. Peng, how have you been? Fang Mo said. I'm still the same. How about you? I've already asked for leave from school for you. They understand your situation. Thanks. This time I'm calling to discuss a collaboration. Collaboration? Scamming people. Got a new job. This is a legitimate business. Don't get the wrong idea. Fang Mo said helplessly. Oh, go ahead then. Your family is in business, right? I remember your dad deals in starships. I happen to have some starship design blueprints, so. Starship design blueprints. Where did you get them? Li Mingpeng asked suspiciously. That's not your concern. Alright, I can't judge anyway, but you'll have to discuss this with my dad. I don't have the authority. Fine, set up a meeting time. He'll give you my dad's contact info, and let him know. Okay. Soon Li Mingpeng sent his dad's contact info, and said he had already informed him. Fang Mo began contacting his friend's father. Hello, Uncle Li. I'm Fang Mo, Li Mingpeng's classmate. Oh, hello. Xiaopeng has told me about you. Erase the thing, Uncle Li. I heard you're in the starship development, production, and sales business. I have some starship design blueprints. Would you be interested in collaborating? While our company is relatively new in the starship trade field, only 10 years in. Currently, we have 3 models on sale, 2 transport ships, and 1 S1 class destroyer. What kind of starship design do you have? Let me send you a template first. Take a look. Fang Mo immediately sent the template and performance data of the S1 King Kong class medium frigate. Wait for me. He'll contact you in an hour. Li Tianyu said immediately. Okay, take your time. After viewing the design template and performance data, Li Tianyu was extremely surprised. Their group's starship trade company spent at least 5 million star coins annually on R&D. In 10 years, they had only developed 3 models, all S1 class, and their performance was the worst among peers. And now a windfall had actually fallen into his lap. Secretary Zhang, contact all starship R&D engineers in the company immediately. They must be here in 20 minutes. Yes, Mr. Li. 20 minutes later, in the company conference room 22, starship road engineers were seated. I won't waste time. I have an S1 class frigate blueprint template and performance data here. Use your expertise to verify its authenticity. Li Tianyu said. Yes, Mr. Li. Shortly after, one representative said, Mr. Li, we've analyzed it. The S1 King Kong class medium frigate design blueprint is genuine and the performance data is accurate. Good, very good. Li Tianyu then contacted his son, Li Mingpeng, first. Xiaopeng, how is your relationship with Fang Mo? Dad, why are you suddenly asking me this? Li Mingpeng asked suspiciously. The starship design he gave me is very significant to our company, so I want to know about your relationship. Oh, that's how it is. We're best buddies, the kind who share underwear. Alright. Starting this month, your monthly allowance will increase from 1000 star coins to 20000. Dad, are you serious? I love you. Hello, Fang Mo. I apologize for the delay. Hope you don't. No problem. Your blueprint looks good. How do you want to collaborate? 2 options. First, a buyout, outright purchase of all rights, technology, and patents. Second, I license the production to you and take a commission. Fang Mo said. What are the prices for the 2 options? The first option is 5 million star coins. The second is 30 of the profit from each ship sold. They'll go with the first option. How should we proceed? Oh, Uncle Li is so straightforward, I won't beat around the bush either. He'll send you all the blueprint technology patent certification and my star coin card number. Transfer the money once you receive them. Okay, no problem. After the cooperation was reached, Li Tianyu directly transferred 5 million star coins. With this money, Fang Mo could build more warships, mechas, and weapons. As for what type of warship to build, a new plan was needed. The current fleet already had 4 types of warships. Fang Mo's consciousness sank into the system marketplace again, beginning to search for new warship design blueprints. When he saw the 2 warship design blueprints in the S2 system marketplace, Fang Mo was stunned. There were actually such types of warships, or rather they were not combat starships, as they had no attack methods. This was an engineering manufacturing ship. S2 Artisan Class Heavy Interstellar Engineering Ship. Ship type Engineering Ship. Level S2. Dimensions: length 500 m, a width 100 m, height 150 m. Mass 90000 tons. Speed 50 kilometers. Warp drive, level 4 warp drive. Crew 300. Functions 1. Can manufacture all engineering technologies from S0 to S3, 2. Can repair all engineering technologies from S0 to S3, 3. Can replenish energy for all engineering technologies from S0 to S3. This ship was equivalent to a mobile interstellar manufacturing and repair factory, extremely practical. With this S2 Artisan Class Heavy Interstellar Engineering Ship, the speed of future starship construction could be greatly increased. Then he looked at the second one, S2 Vega Class Heavy Interstellar Energy Ship. Ship type Energy Ship. Level S2. Dimensions: length 600 m, a width 400 m, height 300 m. Mass 20000 tons. Speed 20 kilometers. Warp drive, level 4 warp drive. Crew 100. Functions 1. S2 level fully intelligent living supplies production and manufacturing system 2. 1000 S2 level humanoid intelligent butlers 3. S2 level cosmic dark energy conversion system. After reading about this S2 Vega-class heavy interstellar energy ship, Fang Mo was shocked. This starship could automatically draw dark energy from the universe to perform infinite cycle production and manufacturing with full intelligent management. This included planting, cultivation, animal husbandry, brewing, and energy block collection and manufacturing. As long as a batch of seeds or fish fry was input, it could cycle infinitely. Moreover, the monthly output of this ship could supply the living needs of 1 million people. This supply was not the tasteless nutrient meals, but genuine grains, fish, and meat. It was known that grain and fish products were scarce nowadays. 1 gene of grain or flour cost about 10 star coins, while fish and meat were even more expensive, unaffordable for ordinary people. In contrast, a box of nutrient meals cost only 0.02 star coins. Thus, the value of this ship was enormous. Once such energy ships were built in scale, Fang Mo's wealth would increase rapidly. In this way, he and his subordinate fleet could fully upgrade their diet and improve their quality of life. However, the construction cost of these 2 starships was not cheap. The S2 Artisan-class heavy interstellar engineering ship cost 500 star coins, about twice as much as a conventional combat starship, while the S2 Vega-class heavy interstellar energy ship cost an even more exaggerated 800 star coins, almost matching the cost of an S3 class starship. So Fang Mo immediately contacted Chief Engineer Nas, sending him the blueprints of these 2 starships and requested that they be added to the second batch of construction plans. He ordered 2 of each type first, and then 5 more S2 Wolf-class medium interstellar cruisers. He also asked Uncle Lin to continue purchasing for 1 million star coins worth of starship materials and instructed Lei Hong to recruit 600 combat crew members, 600 engineering and manufacturing personnel, and 200 life manufacturing personnel. After receiving the blueprints of these 2 starships and reading them, Nas stood still for 5 minutes. The Lord had just produced the design blueprint of an S2 Wolf-class medium interstellar cruiser, and now he was presenting 2 new starship blueprints. Moreover, they were all S2 class, and the last 2 were simply revolutionary. It was known that many people in the interstellar world could build combat starships, but no one could build starships with such incredible functions. At this moment, Nas' attitude toward Fang Mo had transformed into respect. Although he was a legendary mechanic, he was not capable of designing such starships. Following Fang Mo's instructions, Nas immediately set about writing the construction plans for the 2 starships. Fang Mo thought to himself that the 5 million star coins he had just received were now down to 1 million after this expenditure. Money was spent so quickly. However, once the S2 Vega-class heavy interstellar energy ship was built, there would be a steady stream of income. His fleet personnel had now expanded to 3253, including 2453 combat crew members and 800 non-combat crew members. Time passed swiftly, and it was now the 30th day of warship construction. The first batch of construction plans had been fully completed and test voyages finished. In the second batch of construction plans, 4 S2 Wolf-class medium interstellar cruisers had been built, and all 25 sets of S2 Titan 1 mechas had been completed. At that moment, a system voice sounded in Fang Mo's mind. Temporary mission: rescue the Tala clan's home star in the Qianlin galaxy. Mission time: 1 week. Mission difficulty: 3 stars. Rewards: 3000 points leadership light skill. Penalty for failure: deduction of 500 points. Tala clan's disappointment in you. The system was up to its tricks again. This mission difficulty was 3 stars, 1 more than last time. Last time a 2-star mission almost got him killed. But this time the reward was a bit strange. A skill called Leadership Light, whose attributes he didn't know. Fang Mo continued to sink his consciousness into his attribute page to check. Host: Fang Mo. Identity: Lord of Qianlin Galaxy, Viscount of the Saint Dragon Empire. Profession: Intermediate Mechanic. Attribute: Engineering Construction Acceleration 30. Star Coins 13122720. Starships 26. Missions: Main Phase Mission in Progress, Temporary Mission: Rescue of the Tala clan. Mission points 143300. System warehouse empty. Now Fang Mo's fleet had 26 interstellar warships, respectively S3 Tiger King class heavy battleship, X1 Ace-1 Swan class interstellar destroyer, X11 AS-1 King Kong class medium frigate, X10 S2 Wolf class medium interstellar cruiser, X4. Only 3 million star coins remained. Last time the system upgrade cost 5500 points, and the intermediate mechanic upgrade cost 200 points. Now he had points, but no star coins. Fang Mo's communication wristband rang. Seeing it was Minar, he immediately accepted the connection. That Lord Director AI Jing said she wanted to see you. Oh, AI Jing the Tala. Yes, she said she had something to ask your help. Then let her have a video call with me. Soon AI Jing appeared on the screen, looking very anxious. Lord, hello. I want to ask you for a favor. AI Jing said nervously. Director, AI, don't be nervous. Tell me slowly. Okay, Lord. It's like this. My father contacted me today saying that the Tala clan's homestar is being attacked by the Zerg. In a few days, it will be completely overrun. I want to go back and find my father. What level of Zerg swarm is this? How far has the attack progressed? Fang Mo asked. Currently, they haven't breached the planet's surface yet, but it won't be long. The attacking swarm is level 2. Our Tala clan's combat capability is not high. Please, Lord, let me go back. Fang Mo thought to himself, so the system mission was waiting for him here. AI Jing, don't panic. Since I am the Lord of the Qianlin Galaxy, you are not only a citizen of Qianlin Galaxy, but also an important crew member of mine. I will not stand idly by. Thank you so much, Lord. Actually, it's not just me. All the Tala people on our fleet want to go back, AI Jing said excitedly. Minar, order all fleet warships to prepare to support the Tala clan's homestar. I'm going to board the ship now. Lord, you're actually going to support the Tala clan's homestar? Of course. Your Tala clan's homestar is also within my territory. Have you forgotten that I said I would lead you to reclaim your homeland? Lord, I am so grateful. I really don't know how to repay you. AI Jing said excitedly. Just do your job well, and that will be repayment enough. Then Fang Mo began to assign tasks. Lei Hong was appointed as the mecha team leader, primarily responsible for ground combat operations and protection missions. Chief Engineer Nas would continue to stay on MC-11 planet to complete the construction of the remaining 6 S-2 Wolf-class medium interstellar cruisers. The fleet that Uncle Lin had contacted gradually arrived at MC-11 planet. Although most were old S-1 class warships, Fang Mo noted their goodwill. As for his elder sister, forget it, he couldn't control her. Although the starship was not yet complete, Fang Mo was no longer in a hurry. He immediately contacted Commander Massinuo. Hello, Commander. Oh, it's you, kid. Have you assembled your forces? Massinuo smiled. Yes, Commander. I have sent you the scale and data of my fleet. I have an urgent battle. All tell me your battle plan. Massinuo replied while examining the fleet data from Fang Mo's side. Including Fang Mo's own fleet, he had 17 fleets, in total 520 S-1 class interstellar warships, 26 S-2 class interstellar warships, including 4 from Fang Mo, and 1 S-3 class interstellar warship, totaling 547 interstellar warships. They raised the situation. I received a distress signal from the Terra homeworld. They are under attack by level 2 Zerg, and are currently in a state of interstellar defense. I plan to support them and eliminate the Zerg there. Fang Mo said seriously. Looking at your fleet, the numbers are still too small. Even if we add the interstellar warships from my legion, we still have fewer than 400 ships. To completely wipe out this wave of Zerg, we will have to pay a certain price. Commander, I understand that. Would you be willing to assist us? Is that S-1 class black gold destroyer of yours repaired? If it's there, the difficulty will be greatly reduced. It's already repaired, and I've built a few more. Oh, alright, I agree to assist you in supporting the Terra homeworld. When do you plan to start? Better to start today than to delay. How about today? Commander, please lead your legion to the MC-11 planet first, and we will go together to provide support. Fang Mo said. No problem. He'll make the arrangements. We can arrive at MC-11 planet in 3 hours. Good'll be waiting for you here. After the video call with Massinuo, Fang Mo arrived at the bridge of the S-3 Tiger King class heavy battleship, where he saw Nair and his sister chatting. Sis, do you really have to go? This time it's not just for fun. Fang Mo said. What? You think I'm a pushover? I'm a former Imperial soldier, humph. Fang Qingqing said. Alright, do as you please. Then Fang Mo sat in the captain's seat and began contacting the commanders of the 16 fleets. A video feed popped up with 16 split-screen images of the fleet commanders. Good evening, commanders. Thank you for supporting my Qianlin fleet. Fang Mo stood up and bowed to them. Haha, Lord Fang Mo, you're too kind. Old Pang was your father's soldier. He'll definitely help out. A middle-aged man with a full beard laughed heartily. This man was Pang to one of his father's old subordinates. Lord Fang Mo and Ming is a brother who has been through life and death with me. He told me to follow your lead this time. Just tell us how to fight. A burly man said loudly. He was Uncle A&S Commandant-in-Arms Fei Peng. Then everyone expressed their support, trusting Fang Mo and willing to fight alongside him. Good. Since everyone trusts me, Fang Mo, let me outline the battle plan. This time we are supporting the Terra homeworld. We not only need to rescue them, but also eliminate the Zerg attacking them. I have already contacted the Imperial forces, and Commander Massinuo will assist us with a legion. Commander Massinuo is coming too. Haha, I'm looking forward to it. Pangda said. The commander will arrive here in 3 hours, and then we will depart together for the Terra homeworld. I hope everyone will cooperate and destroy the Zerg together. Fang Mo said. Good, okay, no problem. Everyone replied. As for the detailed battle plan, we will decide when we reach the Terra homeworld. 3 hours later, a ripple in space, and over 300 Imperial warships arrived simultaneously at the MC-11 planet. By then, Fang Mo's fleet was also slowly moving into the rendezvous point. When Commander Masinuo and the 16 fleet commanders saw the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship, they were all stunned. What class of interstellar battleship was that? It was more than twice as large as other S-3 class battleships, yet about half the size of an S-4 class battleship. Fang Mo, I didn't expect this battleship to be yours. Masinuo exclaimed in surprise. Yes, it's mine. And the designs of your fleet's warships. I've never seen them before. You've got quite a few secrets, kid. Well, Commander, let's focus on preparing to support the Terra homeworld. If you have any questions, I'll explain them slowly after the mission is over. You better not trick me, ha. Masinuo said joyfully. Time was tight, so after a brief exchange they began synchronized warp-speed travel destination, the outer star belt of the Terra homeworld. 5 hours later, over 3500 interstellar warships arrived at the outer star belt of the Terra. Fang Mo emerged from the hibernation pod, feeling no dizziness as before. It seemed to be the effect of the Super Gene Warrior Serum. AI Jing, contact your father immediately and find out the current battle situation. Fang Mo said. Yes, I'll do that now. 5 minutes later. Lord, my father says the Terra interstellar fleet is retreating step by step with fewer than 600 warships remaining. The current interstellar defense coordinates are 1 o'clock direction from the Terra homeworld 52. 22,152. 66. The attacking Zerg forces consist of 5 hive mothers and about 120 various types of Zerg. Fang Mo immediately shared the battle details with the other fleets. Fang Mo, this time the Zerg are nearly double the number from last time. This is going to be tough. Masinuo said. Yes, Commander. The decapitation plan probably won't work this time. The enemy swarm is too numerous, it's hard to break through. With our number of warships, we can barely engage about 600 Zerg in a frontal battle. And this time, there are 5 hive mothers. Neither attrition nor decapitation seems viable. Do you have any good ideas, kid? Commander, since it's difficult, let's not bother with tricky tactics. We'll just steamroll them. Fang Mo said calmly. With the capability of the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship, it could directly crush the hive mothers without wasting time on the Zerg. Steamroll? Do you think the Zerg are cabbages? Don't joke around, it, people will die. Masinuo said angrily. Trust me, Commander. Let your fleet follow our attack. My fleet will be the vanguard. All right, but if it doesn't work, remember to retreat immediately. Masinuo said, helplessly looking at Fang Mo's serious expression. Minayer, it's up to you now. Flatten this wave of Zerg. Fang Mo said firmly. Yes, my lord. Then Fang Mo's fleet flew ahead, leading the Imperial fleet and the 16 support fleets toward the battle point. Beep, beep, beep. This is Imperial Fleet Obsidian 5th Legion. Please coordinate with the Terra fleet according to the plan. Beep, beep, beep. This is Imperial Fleet Obsidian 5th Legion. Please coordinate with the Terra fleet according to the plan. The Imperial official channel began broadcasting. The Imperial Fleet Obsidian 5th Legion. Haha, the Imperial fleet has finally come to support us. We are saved. The Terra fleet burst into cheers, then checked the Imperial battle plan. Follow the flagship of the Qianlin fleet for coordinated attacks. The Terra fleet commander was puzzled. Well, okay, he said helplessly. By then the Qianlin fleet had already appeared at the front of the battlefield, and the Terra fleet followed suit. Report. The Zerg have entered attack range. Your orders. Battle group leader Deng Kuan said. All ships in the fleet open fire at will. Prioritize eliminating nearby Zerg swarms. The flagship's bow cannon awaits my command to fire. Minayer said. At that moment the flagship of the Qianlin fleet was the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship. Then the cannons roared, and the Imperial fleet support fleets and Terra fleet joined in the barrage. Over 4000 interstellar warships slowly advanced into the Zerg swarm. Wherever they passed, Zerg fell like rain. The Qianlin fleet's warships at the forefront were enveloped by the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship's circular star shield. The Zerg attacks couldn't break the star shield, and the Zerg that charged forward could only stare helplessly before being obliterated by the ship cannons. Such a massive star shield, and it's omnidirectional. Masinuo exclaimed in amazement. When the other fleets observed the attack power of the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship, they shuddered inwardly. The 12 1,500mm pulse laser main cannons. Each shot wiped out a patch of Zerg. The attack was terrifying, and the range was equally terrifying, blasting huge swaths. The 16 300mm particle cannons not only dealt high damage, but also fired at a very fast rate, making it a veritable killing machine. Meanwhile, the other starships of the Qianlin fleet also performed brilliantly, eliminating the stragglers that the flagship missed. Report. Hive Mother 1 is within bow cannon range. Your orders. Battle group leader Deng Kuan said. Wait. Navigate the fleet toward Hive Mother 2. Minayer said. At that time Hive Mother 2 was to the right of Hive Mother 1 and not far away. As the fleet delved deeper into the Zerg swarm, the opposing Hive Mothers clearly sensed danger and began adjusting their tactics continuously. At the same time, more Guardian Zerg flew toward Hive Mother 1. Report. Hive Mother 2 is within range. Your orders. Deng Kuan said. Lock the bow cannon on Hive Mother 1A, and lock the 6 pulse laser main cannons on the right side on Hive Mother 2. Report. All targets locked. 3, 2, 1, fire. Minayer commanded. Boom, boom, boom. The shells pierced through the massive Guardian Zerg swarm. Hive Mother 1 watched the incoming shells, feeling a terror it had never experienced before. Hive Mother 2, with fewer Guardian Zerg, was immediately blasted into 8 pieces by the 6 pulse laser main cannons, dying instantly. Hive Mother 1 fared even worse, directly exploding on the spot from a single shot. Brother, that shot was too powerful. Fang Qingqing jumped up excitedly. Chirping incessantly, the nest mother bugs kept crying out. Seeing 2 of their kind instantly annihilated, the remaining 3 nest mother bugs immediately mobilized 2/3 of the surviving swarm and began to flee backward, leaving 1/3 of the swarm to intercept the enemy. Trying to run again. All-star battleships except the flagship stayed behind to eliminate the remaining swarm. The flagship full-speed pursuit. Mynheer said. While the other fleet personnel were still in awe of the power of that single shot, the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship instantly surged forward, pursuing the swarm, which had a max speed of only 30 km at a maximum speed of 150 km. It caught up in less than 2 minutes. The merciless ship cannons continuously fired at the swarm. Seeing no escape, the nest mother bugs immediately abandoned their flight. They began a desperate counterattack, with even the Guardian-type Zergs swarming forward. Under the prolonged and dense assault of the swarm, the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship's star shield finally shattered. Report. Star shield energy depleted. Report. Bow cannon cooling complete, awaiting fire command. Target nest mother bug no. 4 and fire. Mynheer said. The bow cannon slowly moved, then, with a loud boom, another shot rang out. At that moment, nest mother bug no. 4 was in front of nest mother bug no. 5. This shot directly pierced through the body of no. 4 and also struck no. 5 behind it. The 2 nest mother bugs exploded on the spot. Meanwhile, the attacks of the swarm against the hull could not even scratch the battleship's armor. Commander Masnuo watched the battle scene through the deep space telescope, both astonished and delighted. This was no longer a pushover, this was a complete rout. Order 100 Imperial Star battleships to immediately support the Qianlin fleet's flagship. Ensure they assist in full-speed pursuit. Masnuo said. Yes, Commander. Bernal said. It must be said that the Black Yao Star Domain Commander Imperial Duke Masnuo was quite ruthless. Taking advantage of the Zerg's disadvantage, he immediately pressed the attack. Then 100 Star battleships flew out from the left flank of the Imperial fleet, rapidly heading to the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship to assist in the battle. The last nest mother bug no. 3 in despair was blasted into pieces by the main cannon of the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship. 2 hours later, the battle to support the Terra homeworld was declared over after the last Zerg died. Looking at the countless Zerg corpses drifting in space, Fang Mo glanced at Mynheer and said, Mynheer, you've made another contribution. Lord, this is not my merit, but the merit of this battleship. I believe any fleet commander could have easily won. First, tally the battle losses. Send me the data once compiled. At that moment, each fleet began clearing the battlefield and compiling statistics. Beep, beep, beep. A group video call request from Masnuo. Fang Mo did not hesitate to accept. Congratulations to all commanders. We have achieved a great victory in this battle. Masnuo said happily. Thank you very much for your support. I am at a loss for how to repay you. In 2 hours, I will host a victory banquet at a 5-star hotel on the Terra homeworld. Please do come. The Terra commander Iyer said happily. Haha, then old Pang will shamelessly attend. Pang said cheerfully. He remember to prepare plenty of fine wine. Certainly, certainly. He'll arrange it right away, haha. Iyer said happily. Soon one landing craft after another flew toward the Terra homeworld. Mynheer big sister Lei Hong Ai Jing and the other Terra crew members come with me to land on the Terra homeworld, Fang Mo said. Yes, everyone replied. Then the landing craft of the Qianlin fleet, escorted by 6 Titan 1 mechas, flew toward the Terra homeworld. Under the guidance of the receptionist, everyone arrived at the Victory Hotel. Fang Mo and his fleet members took their designated seats. He noticed many people around casting envious glances from time to time. At that moment, Pang Da and a group of support fleet commanders walked over with smiles. Lord, you are truly formidable. Old Pang is convinced. Pang Da said. Indeed, I now feel the Zerg are nothing formidable. Aren't they being beaten so badly by the Lord that they cry for their parents, haha? Fei Peng said. Soon, all invited guests had arrived. Iyer stood up and said happily, first I would like to once again thank everyone for your support to the Terra. At the same time, I express deep respect for the warriors who sacrificed in this battle, and they will be given double compensation. Finally, I hope that at this victory banquet everyone can enjoy themselves as hosts and guests. After speaking, Iyer accompanied Commander Masnuo and his entourage over to Fang Mo. Fang Mo, you little rascal, you've really outdone yourself. You've given me another big surprise. Masnuo said with a smile. Commander, you flatter me. This is the merit of everyone's joint efforts, Fang Mo said. I won't say much else. Let's all have a drink to celebrate the great victory of this battle. Masnuo raised his glass and said, Come, let's toast to the great victory of this battle. Come, let's toast to the great victory of this battle. Everyone said simultaneously, raising their glasses. Not bad, the system mission was completed, and I also obtained the additional reward Terra's favor. Fang Mo then clicked on the system to check the leader's light skill. This skill is quite powerful. It not only enhances personal charisma, but also increases subordinates' loyalty by 50 and combat effectiveness by 30. Lord Fang Mo, I am Ire, the chief shepherd of the Terra homeworld in the Qianlin star system. I am extremely grateful for your help this time. Ire knelt on one knee before Fang Mo and said, Chief Shepherd Ire, what are you doing? Please get up quickly. Fang Mo said, I have learned from AI Jing that it was you who led the various fleets to rescue us. You not only saved AI Jing, but also saved our entire star race. Lord Fang Mo, from now on, I am your most loyal subordinate. No matter through fire and water, I will never go back on my word. Ire said firmly, Judging by your appearance, you must be AI Jing's father. Yes, my lord. Your daughter is excellent. She manages the logistics of several thousand people in my fleet very efficiently. Fang Mo said. At that moment, AI Jing, standing nearby, felt a bit embarrassed. That is because you lead well, my lord. AI Jing told me how well you treat them. I've heard that the Terra race naturally leans toward life management and logistics management, Fang Mo said, looking at AI Jing. Yes, my lord. Our race is naturally averse to combat, but we do have some talent in logistics. After a night of revelry, time came to the afternoon of the next day. Fang Mo saw the battle loss report sent to him by Mynheer. This battle eliminated a total of 5 nest mother bugs and Fort 152 Zerg of various types, equivalent to 5.3 million star coins. No battleships were destroyed, no personnel were killed, only 26 crew members suffered minor injuries, and other scattered losses were negligible. Commander Ma Nuosi returned early to the MS-049 Imperial Starport and had already submitted the battle report to the Empire. Then Fang Mo also led the Qianlin fleet and the other 16 support fleets back to the MC-11 planet. On planet MC-11, Ming felt relieved as he watched Fang Mo and his companions return. However, to his surprise, the 16 fleet commanders who had come as reinforcements were full of praise for Fang Mo. Had it not been for Fang Mo's fleet annihilating the Hive Mother with such devastating efficiency, few of them would have. And Ming noticed that the fleet commanders not only held Fang Mo in high esteem, but also felt a unique bond with him. After handing over the fleet to Mynheer, Fang Mo went to find Nas. Seeing the busy Chief Engineer Nas, Fang Mo smiled and asked Chief Engineer Nas how much longer until the second construction plan is completed. Lord. Based on the current manpower and equipment, the second batch still has 6 S2 Kuei Lang-class medium interstellar cruisers, 2 S2 Ji nucleus heavy interstellar energy ships, and 2 S2 Gong Jiang-class heavy interstellar engineering ships to finish. It will take another week to complete. Nas put down his work. A week. Neither fast nor slow. Is there any way to speed up construction? There's a way. First, increase the workforce from the current 200 to over 1000. Second, once the S2 Gong Jiang-class heavy interstellar engineering ships are built, they can also accelerate construction. Nas affirmed. Then if I need to build another 10 S3 Huang-class heavy battleships and 100 S2 Kuei Lang-class medium interstellar cruisers, how many star coins and how much time would you estimate? Oh, that many. If it's the number of starships you mentioned, Lord, it would take at least 2 months, and that's with sufficient labor and the help of S2 Gong Jiang-class ships. The cost would be over 45 million star coins. I see. I'll handle the manpower and star coins. You take care of the construction. Fang Mo said. No problem, Lord. Just as Fang Mo and Nas were chatting happily, and Ming came over and said, Xiao Mo, Commander Messino has arrived at planet MC-11 and is waiting for you in my office. Oh, Commander Messino came in person. I understand. I'll go with you now. Fang Mo said. Soon Fang Mo followed Uncle in and met Commander Messino, who was resting with his eyes closed, his fingers tapping slowly on the table. Commander, you honor me by coming to see me in person. Fang Mo smiled. Commander Messino opened his eyes, immediately looked at Fang Mo seriously, and then smiled. Fang Mo, do you still remember your promise? Of course I do. Now that the battle on the Turok homeworld is over, you can ask whatever you want directly. Haha, straightforward. Then I'll get straight to the point. Where did your fleet starships come from? Fang Mo had already anticipated that Commander Messino would ask these questions. After 2 joint battles, anyone would be suspicious. Fortunately, Commander Messino had always treated him well and had some ties with his father, but Fang Mo would not tell him the truth. Commander, those starships were smuggled from interstellar mercenaries who got them from other interstellar empires. Fang Mo began to fabricate. Interstellar mercenaries. Other empires. Do they still have any in stock? If so, I'll buy them at a high price. As many as they have. Messino said. I need to contact them to find out. As for the price, as long as they have stock, the price is negotiable. Especially that black and gold S3 class battleship. Commander, I believe you already have S4 class starships in your hands. Yes, I have a few S4 class starships, but they are only S4 class destroyers whose attack power is far inferior to your S3 class battleship. As you know, a destroyer of the same class is much weaker than a battleship, and your S3 class battleship's performance is more than double the standard. So this old man is quite envious. Messino said with envy. But my S3 Huang class heavy interstellar battleship wasn't cheap. I spent all my father's savings to buy it. Oh, so it's called the S3 Huang class heavy interstellar battleship. Fang Mo, you could afford it, so why would I not be able to? Do you know how many star coins an S4 class interstellar destroyer costs? I don't actually. The full 600 million star coins sold to me by the Imperial Military Industry Headquarters. That expensive? 600 million star coins. Fang Mo was astonished. What do you think? Currently, the Empire has only two types of S4 class starships. The Military Research Department spent tens of billions just on RD. By the way, how much did you pay for your S3 Huang class heavy battleship? Well, it's not that much compared to an S4 class. It's just a drop in the bucket. 60 million star coins. 60 million star coins. That's indeed more than a normal S3 class battleship by about 10 million, but it's worth the price. So contact the interstellar mercenaries quickly and ask if they have any in stock. Messino said. Alright, I'll contact them right away. Then Fang Mo pretended to step out and contact them. 20 minutes later, Fang Mo returned. Commander, I've communicated with them. They still have two S3 Huang class heavy interstellar battleships. Would you like to take both? Oh, two. Haha, of course I'll take both. This will not only speed up our extermination of the Zerg in the Qianlin galaxy, but also, Messino said happily. At that moment, Commander Messino was already thinking about showing off the S3 Huang class heavy interstellar battleships in front of his rival, the commander of the Tianlan Star Domain. Although both were Star Domain commanders and Imperial Dukes of the Holy Dragon Empire, they had always been at odds, each looking down on the other, yet both had their limits. Previously, the Tianlan Star Domain commander had always overshadowed Messino, which greatly annoyed him. So this time he could finally regain some face. Alright, Commander. These two S3 Huang class heavy battleships will take about 20 days to be transported to planet MC-11. Half the payment needs to be made in advance. Fang Mo said. Fine, no problem. I'll leave this matter to you. This star coin card has 100 million star coins. Take it as the down payment. The remaining balance will be settled upon delivery. And don't worry, I won't forget your commission, haha. Messino said. Then Fang Mo took the card, feeling a bit nervous. Uncle and beside him also looked at Fang Mo with approval and nodded lightly. Afterward, Fang Mo had Uncle and continue purchasing large quantities of starship materials worth 48 million star coins. He also arranged for Lei Hong to intensify recruitment. This time, they not only added 100 manufacturing workers, but also recruited 100 starship crew members. At the same time, he appointed Minier as Deputy Fleet Commander and AI Jing as Chief Logistics Officer. The captain's first officers and team leaders of each starship were to be assigned by Minier and AI Jing through consultation, with the final list submitted to Fang Mo for approval. With these two victories against the Zerg, Fang Mo's name began to spread across the Qianlin galaxy. In the busy yet relatively peaceful days, 2 months quickly passed. It was now the end of December in the new universe calendar year 4025. During these 2 months, Fang Mo delivered two S3 Huang class heavy interstellar battleships to Commander Messino. After receiving the ships, Messino immediately launched a massive offensive against the Zerg in the Qianlin galaxy, and the balance between the Zerg and the Imperial fleet had basically reached a stalemate, halting the Zerg's expansion. Meanwhile, Li Mingping's father, after obtaining the design of the S-1 Jin Gang-class medium frigate from Fang Mo, sold them in large quantities over the past 2 months, receiving rave reviews from buyers who praised the ship for being cheap, durable, and high-performing. Li Mingyu's reputation within the group soared to new heights. However, he had already set his sights on the S2 class starship market. No matter how good an S1 class ship was, it could only sell for a few tens of thousands of star coins. But S2 class ships were different. Any S2 class starship could sell for around 300 star coins. To develop his group company further, he had to enter the S2 class starship market. However, with his own RD team, developing a high-performance S2 class starship was simply impossible. This time, Li Mingyu thought of Fang Mo again. He wondered if Fang Mo had any S2 class starship design. Meanwhile, Fang Mo's fleet and subordinates had both grown to a considerable scale. Over the past 2 months, all starship construction plans, recruitment, and training programs had been completed. Fang Mo sank his consciousness into the system and checked his attribute page. Host Fang Mo, identity Lord of Qianlin Galaxy, Viscount of the Holy Dragon Empire, profession intermediate mechanic, attributes engineering, construction speed 30, aura of leadership, star coins 82, starships 146. Mission phase, main mission in progress, mission points 146300, system warehouse empty. He still had over 82 million star coins, including an extra 10 million from Commander Messino, as a favor. Among the 146 starships, there were 110 S2 Kuei Lang-class medium interstellar cruisers, 11 S3 Huan-class heavy interstellar battleships, 11 S1 Tianyi-class interstellar destroyers, 10 S1 Jin-Gang-class medium frigates, 2 S2 Ji-Nucleus heavy interstellar energy ships, and 2 S2 Gong Jiang-class heavy interstellar engineering ships. Now the Qianlin fleet had not only grown in scale, but also improved its personnel benefits. Previously the work meals were nutrient packs, but now every meal included rice noodles, steamed buns, various vegetables, and meats along with drinks and beverages. With 3 free meals a day, the people of planet MC11 were proud to join the Qianlin fleet. Whenever the fleet recruited, civilians would eagerly compete for a spot. Ding! Congratulations on obtaining the 4026 annual mission. Mission Content 1. Own 10 S4 class interstellar warships, currently 0-10-2. Own 3000 S2 class or above interstellar warships, currently 125-30003. Own 100 S3 class interstellar warships, currently 11,104. Become a marquis of the Shenglong Empire. Mission duration 1 year. Mission difficulty. Mission reward 5 points, S5 Tianyi class interstellar aircraft carrier. Mission completion. The system will evaluate the host based on the completion degree and duration of the annual mission. If the host's completion degree is less than 75, all points will be deducted and all attribute skills will be confiscated. If the host exceeds the mission requirements, additional rewards will be granted. The rewards are generous. Fang Mo was instantly speechless after reading this annual mission. He had just felt that his fleet was powerful and he had an abundance of star coins, but after reading the annual mission, he felt inadequate again. Why does this system always have to stir up trouble? Can it just let me relax for a while? Given Fang Mo's current strength, the goal of 3000 S2 class or above interstellar warships was not a big problem. The goal of 100 S3 class interstellar warships was also not a problem. These two could be accomplished as long as he had star coins and time. But the 10 S4 class interstellar warships were difficult to achieve. Currently, Fang Mo did not have a single design blueprint for an S4 class interstellar warship. Was he supposed to spend star coins to buy them? 600 million each. 10 ships would be 6 billion. That was not realistic either. And becoming an Empire Marquis was also quite difficult. Currently, Fang Mo was still an Empire Viscount. Above him were the Empire Count, and then the Empire Marquis. These titles were not easy to obtain. One had to make significant contributions to the Empire or earn corresponding military merits to advance. The more Fang Mo thought about it, the angrier he became. He kept cursing the troublesome system in his mind. Ding! Based on the host's current state, a temporary system mission has been triggered. Temporary mission: retake the Qianlin Prime Star and the 3 nearby planets. Mission duration 1 week. Mission difficulty. Mission reward 500 points for each planet retaken, 1 point for each Zerg eliminated. Failure penalty: if the host fails to retake at least 1 planet within the specified time, the mission will be deemed failed and all points will be deducted. After reading this temporary mission in his anger, Fang Mo immediately became happy. Wasn't this just handing him points? Without hesitation, Fang Mo immediately took action. Riding a landing craft, Fang Mo found Minier and the others and ordered Minier immediately arrange for all interstellar warships in the fleet to prepare for battle. Lei Hong recall the mecha combat team to prepare for battle with the fleet. AI Jing handle logistics support and resource allocation. Yes, Lord. Everyone replied. Subsequently, 142 interstellar warships set off toward the star belt near the Qianlin Prime Star. Minier Lei Hong AI Jing. This battle mission is to retake the Qianlin Prime Star and the 3 nearby planets and annihilate all Zerg. Fang Mo sat in the captain's chair of the S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship bridge and said, Lord, how should we handle the Zerg inside the planets? Should we carry out orbital bombardment? Asked Minier. No, these are my planets. If we use interstellar orbital bombardment, they will be uninhabitable for centuries. First, eliminate the Zerg in outer space, then the fleet will land on the planets for combat. Lei Hong lead the mecha squad for ground support. Fang Mo said. Soon Fang Mo's fleet encountered the Zerg near the Qianlin Prime Star. Upon seeing the enemy, the Zerg immediately chirped and issued an enemy attack signal. Boom. The fleet fired a single shot, obliterating the scouting Zerg. Minier immediately said, all interstellar warships prepare for battle. Center on the S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship deploy star shields for combat. Then Zerg swarms from all directions surged toward the Qianlin fleet. Report drones have detected 6 Zerg broodmothers and 2 Zerg of various types on the battlefield. Fang Mo suddenly thought of a way to exploit a bug to farm points. Under the condition of ensuring safety, he would not kill the broodmothers first, but let them keep breeding while he continuously killed the offspring. Minier ordered the fleet not to attack the broodmothers. Just focus on killing the Zerg that charge forward and don't let them escape. Fang Mo said. Let this system keep causing trouble. Let's see how I mess with you, Fang Mo thought inwardly. Yes, Lord. Boom, boom, boom. The fleet continuously bombarded the advancing Zerg. In just over an hour, half of the 200 Zerg were eliminated. The 6 Zerg brood mothers began to increase their breeding capacity, and new Zerg continuously burst out from their bodies, charging toward the Qianlin fleet. This cycle repeated for 5 hours. Fang Mo watched the number of eliminated Zerg rising steadily, and his heart filled with joy. This was a huge wave of points. The 6 broodmothers, noticing the dwindling Zerg numbers, began to realize something was wrong. Chirping frantically, they immediately turned and fled. Seeing the broodmothers try to escape, Fang Mo said helplessly, "Mynheer, order the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy interstellar battleship to fire its bow cannon and kill the 6 fleeing broodmothers." Yes, Lord. Boom, 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 boom. 6 cannon shots, and the 6 fleeing broodmothers exploded. Not a single warship of the Qianlin fleet was lost. Even the star shields of the 11 S-3 Tiger King-class heavy interstellar battleships were not breached. It seemed that level 2 Zerg could no longer threaten Fang Mo. Eliminating them and completing the phased main mission was just a matter of time. Subsequently, the fleet began ground landing operations, and Lei Hong led the mecha squad to charge into the ground Zerg. Warships in the sky continuously bombarded the ground Zerg. It took a full 2 days to eliminate all Zerg within the planet. Fang Mo felt that he needed to build more S-2 Titan 1 mechas, as this would significantly improve ground combat efficiency in the future. It took over 2 days to retake the Qianlin Prime Star, which was still somewhat lengthy. Then Fang Mo led the fleet to the 3 nearby planets. He used the same tactic for the point farming operation. The other 3 planets were smaller in both size and Zerg numbers compared to the Qianlin Prime Star. Retaking one such planet took only a day and a half. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the temporary mission. Retake the Qianlin Prime Star and nearby planets. Point reward 77006200 points from killing Zerg. Additional reward S-3 Overlord class interstellar aircraft carrier design blueprint. The system gave out extra equipment again. It seemed that this temporary mission was completed quite well. Continuing to check the blueprint attributes, S-3 Overlord class interstellar aircraft carrier. Ship type aircraft carrier. Class S-3. Dimensions: length 1200 m, width 300 m, height 420 m. Mass 210,000 tons. Speed 80 kilometers. Warp drive, level 6 warp drive. Crew 300. Armament 1. 8 sets of Wanderer self-guided missiles. 2. 8 sets of Phalanx light rapid close-in defense guns. 3. SBS deep space radar device. 300 F-30 Hornet class unmanned fighter jets. 100 E-18C Dragonfly class unmanned reconnaissance drones. 50 G-25 Hawkeye class unmanned early warning aircraft. 100 P-20 Sparrow class unmanned escort drones. 100 T-15B Vulture class unmanned bombers. After reading the S-3 Overlord class interstellar aircraft carrier design blueprint, Fang Mo felt a surge of satisfaction. Although this aircraft carrier's own speed was not high, its combat capabilities and functions were quite powerful. Whether for interstellar combat or ground operations, it was very practical. He had to arrange production immediately. Let's start with 10. But when Fang Mo checked the construction cost, it was actually higher than the S-3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship, costing 1.8 million star coins each. Fortunately, Fang Mo was not short on star coins at the moment. Since he had already retaken his main planet and its satellite planets, he decided to make this his base of operations. However, these 4 planets had been devastated by the Zerg, and rebuilding would require a huge expense. But no matter what, this was his home planet, and he still had to develop it. Fang Mo did not hesitate, and immediately contacted Chief Engineer Nas, asking him to design the 4 planets based on a base template. At the same time, he contacted Uncle and asking him to help procure materials for the planet reconstruction. Lord, the reconstruction cost of these 4 planets is no small matter. My preliminary estimate is over 200 million star coins, said Nas. Oh, that much? Then what if we only rebuild the Qianlin Prime Star? Asked Fang Mo. In that case, the cost would be much lower, only about 70 million star coins. Looking at the remaining 80 million star coins in his hand, even adding the 60 million star coins from recycling the Zerg corpses, it was still not enough for 200 million. It seemed he could only rebuild the Qianlin Prime Star for now. Fang Mo ordered the reconstruction of the Qianlin Prime Star. Chief Engineer Nas led 3-0 construction workers and 1-0 intelligent robots piloting 2 S-2 Vega-class heavy interstellar energy ships and 2 S-2 Artisan-class heavy interstellar engineering ships heading to the Qianlin Prime Star. Based on the Qianlin Prime Star battle, Fang Mo realized that his fleet was somewhat one-dimensional. For example, when dealing with ground combat, the efficiency was a bit low. He needed to build a multifunctional fleet. Now he had over 9,000 points, so he could spend some in the system mall. Fang Mo immersed his consciousness into the system mall and began searching for suitable interstellar warship blueprints. Before long, Fang Mo decided on the blueprints to exchange S-3 Titan III Mecha S-2 Viper-class amphibious interstellar assault ship and S-3 Mingwang-class interstellar escort ship, costing a total of 5 million points. The higher-level Titan Mecha could improve the efficiency of ground combat forces, while the S-2 Viper-class amphibious interstellar assault ship was specifically designed to carry mecha units, robots, and ground combat forces. The final S-3 Mingwang-class interstellar escort ship was used to cooperate with the S-3 Overlord-class interstellar aircraft carrier in combat. One for offense and one for defense, it was a perfect match. However, building these interstellar warships would require more star coins, resources, and time. Fang Mo continued to examine the details of these blueprints. S-3 Mingwang-class interstellar frigate ship type, frigate class S-3, dimensions length 1200 m, width 240 m, height 320 m, armor strength 12,000 mm, 15,000 mm, star shield strength 6 million units, mass 350 tons, speed 200 kilometers, warp drive, tier 6 warp engine, crew 120, ship weapons 1.8 600 mm pulsed laser, main cannons 2.16 200 mm, closed defense rapid particle cannons 3. Matrix type combined star shield system 4. Void destroyer type light lance at bow, USBS 4, deep space, and a submarine radar. After reviewing this frigate, Fang Mo nodded silently, thinking to himself, an S-3 class frigate is indeed formidable. Its defensive capabilities surpass even those of the S-3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship. Moreover, it comes with a Matrix-type combined star shield, allowing 30 S-3 Mingwang-class interstellar frigates to form a massive star shield defense network. It also features a Void Destroyer-type light lance at the bow, a close combat weapon that can slice through enemies by charging directly at them with the light lance activated. However, its construction cost is not cheap. One vessel requires 8,000 star coins. He continued reading. S-2 Viper-class amphibious interstellar assault ship, ship type amphibious assault ship, class S-2, dimensions length 600 m, width 120 m, height 160 m, mass 0 tons, armor strength 2,000 mm, 2,500 mm, troop capacity 1 personnel, speed 40 kilometers, warp drive, tier 4 warp engine, crew 200, ship weapons 1.16 100 mm, closed defense rapid particle cannons 2.10 rapid, 2 large landing craft 3.20 Viper type unmanned fighters. This type of amphibious interstellar vessel has mediocre offensive and defensive capabilities. Its sole purpose is to carry 1 combat units, making it suitable for future planetary landing operations. Moreover, its construction cost is only 2,000 star coins. Subsequently, Fang Mo instructed Chief Engineer Nas to continue expanding the fleet while rebuilding. For the third batch of starship construction, Fang Mo decided to first add 8 S-2 Artisan-class heavy interstellar engineering ships, bringing the total to 10, including the previous 2. This would accelerate various engineering projects. Then he ordered 10 S-3 Overlord-class interstellar aircraft carriers, 30 S-3 Mingwang-class interstellar frigates, 10 S-2 Viper-class amphibious interstellar assault ships, 500 sets of S-2 Titan Model 1 mecha, and 100 sets of S-3 Titan Model 3 mecha. The reconstruction of Qianlin Prime and the third batch of starship construction would cost a total of 1.3 billion star coins. Another enormous expenditure. Fang Mo continued to look at his own attribute page. Host Fang Mo, identity Lord of Qianlin Star System, Viscount of the Holy Dragon Empire, occupation intermediate, mechanic, attributes engineering, construction speed 30. Leaders Aura star coins 120 starships, 146 missions, primary stage mission in progress 4026, annual mission in progress, mission points 861320, system warehouse empty. After reviewing the information, Fang Mo went to find Chief Engineer Nas to discuss the specific construction plan. Fang Mo then took a landing craft to Qianlin Prime and found Chief Engineer Nas, who was busy with construction. Chief Engineer Nas, have you seen the third batch construction plan? How long do you estimate it will take? And how long will the reconstruction of Qianlin Prime require? Lord, are you trying to work this old man to death? I need more personnel, and I have suitable candidates in mind, but... Nas said with a smile. Head Chief Engineer Nas, I know the workload has been heavy lately. If you have any requests, just tell me directly. Haha, I knew you would take care of me, Lord. Actually, I am not only a legendary mechanic, but also an elder of the dwarf clan. Over the past few months, many of my clansmen have come to me seeking refuge, but I didn't know how to arrange for them. Most of them are skilled in engineering and manufacturing, and I hope you can take them in. Fang Mo's heart leaped with joy. This was like a pillow arriving just when he was sleepy. A large group of dwarf craftsmen were all treasures. Chief Engineer Nas, how many of your clansmen have come to you? Fang Mo asked with a smile. Currently, there are 5620 in total, with 4100 adults and 1520 minors. Several hundred dwarf children are already orphans. Lord, could I ask for an advance on my salary? An advance. Chief Engineer Nas, I recall you currently earn 100 star coins per month. Is that not enough? Fang Mo asked in confusion. Well, Lord, you have indeed been very generous to me, doubling my salary and providing free housing, meals, and alcohol. But this salary is still insufficient. I want to advance my wages to build a welfare home for these orphaned clansmen. I am their elder. I cannot stand by and watch them suffer. I beg you to grant my request. Na said earnestly. Oh, I see. I cannot approve your request for an advance, but I fully support your suggestion. Starting today, all people and orphans who have suffered from the Zerg disaster can come to Qianlin Prime for welfare assistance. Moreover, we will provide education for minors and job opportunities for adults. Really? Lord, this will cost many star coins. Nas exclaimed in astonishment. Star coins can be earned again. At least I want to ensure a good living environment for the people in my territory. All right, first arrange for the construction of a welfare home. All expenses can be settled with AI Jing. Lord, from now on this old man's life is yours. Even if I work myself to death, I won't frown. As for the construction plan you asked about, I have already made an estimate. The third batch of construction, 58 interstellar warships and 600 sets of mecha, combined with the reconstruction project, is expected to take about 2 months. The reconstruction of Qianlin Prime itself will take about 6 months. Understood. Let's begin then. Fang Mo then contacted AI Jing and instructed her to announce the refugee welfare policy for Qianlin Prime throughout the Qianlin star system. Just then his close friend Li Mingbang sent a video communication request. Fang Mo accepted. Mo, how are things on your end? Li Mingbang said awkwardly. What's wrong with you? That's not like you. Are you afraid I won't pay you back? No. It's not about money. This time my dad asked me to find you. Oh, Uncle Li wants to see me. What's the matter? Fang Mo asked curiously. My dad is right next to me, Bill, let him talk to you. Xiao Mo, it's me. I wanted to ask how the battle situation is on your side, said Li Tianyu. Hello, Uncle Li. The situation has improved. The Zerg have been contained by the Imperial Army and can no longer launch further invasions. May I ask why you are looking for me? It's like this. Through our previous cooperation, your S1 Jinkinglass medium corvette received excellent reviews from buyers as soon as it hit the market, with sales surpassing the total of all other starships sold by my company. I want to thank you for your support to our group. Furthermore, I hope to upgrade our cooperation. I wonder if you have any S2 class interstellar warship design blueprints. Oh, I see. Uncle Li, no need to thank me. It was a fair deal. As for upgrading our cooperation, I do have S2 class interstellar warship design blueprints. But how would you like to cooperate? Oh, you really do have S2 class blueprints. Then we can discuss the details of the cooperation. Li Tianyu said happily. Li Tianyu's Starship RD team had inferred from the performance data of the S1 Jinkinglass medium corvette that there was an 80 probability that Fang Mo possessed S2 class interstellar warship design blueprints, which was why Li Tianyu had approached him again. All right then, please tell me the specific cooperation plan, Uncle Li. Good. First, S2 class interstellar warships are currently the mainstream in the Empire with a favorable market environment and relatively low competition. So I propose a long-term partnership. My company will obtain the authorization to manufacture, sell, and service your S2 class interstellar warship design blueprints. You will receive a 30 share of the net profit per vessel, and payment can be settled at any time. Li Tianyu said with a smile. Fang Mo thought for a moment, and then said, Uncle Li, I think your plan needs some adjustments. I want a 50 net profit share. That's a bit too much. My company would have to cover all costs, raw materials, marketing, after-sales service, and repairs. That would leave very little profit for me. Li Tianyu frowned. Uncle Li, don't rush. Let me send you the template and performance data of this S2 class interstellar warship design. After you review it, you can give me your answer. All right, fine. Fang Mo then selected an S2 class interstellar destroyer design blueprint from the system store. S2 Falcon class light destroyer, ship type destroyer, class S2, dimensions length 500 m, width 200 m, height 140 m, armor strength 2400 mm, 2800 mm, mass 600 tons, speed 180 km, warp drive, tier 4 warp engine, crew 150, ship weapons 1. 6, 300 mm pulsed laser, main cannons 2. 8, 150 mm light rapid close defense cannons 3. SP2 class anti-submarine and anti-stealth radar 4. LA2 class radar jamming system 5. 8 sets of star torpedo launchers. The exchange cost was 2,000 points. Fang Mo immediately exchanged it and sent the template and performance data to Li Tianyu. Li Tianyu was delighted to receive the new S2 class interstellar warship blueprint template and performance data so quickly. Without delay, he summoned all his Starship RD engineers. After more than 20 RD engineers analyzed the data for 30 minutes, they excitedly told Li Tianyu, Mr. Li, the data for this S2 Falcon class light destroyer is authentic and effective. Its performance completely surpasses all S2 class interstellar destroyers currently on the market. It's a masterpiece. Excellent. What do you think the suggested retail price for this S2 Falcon-class light destroyer should be? Li Tianyu asked excitedly. Mr. Li, the current market price for S2 class interstellar destroyers ranges from 1.2 million to 1.5 million star coins. Given the performance of our ship, we can sell it for at least 1.8 million star coins. Moreover, my preliminary estimate shows that manufacturing one S2 Falcon-class light destroyer would cost only about 2.0 star coins, said the starship engineer. Oh, a gross margin of 1.6 million. That much? Li Tianyu exclaimed in surprise. Yes, Mr. Li. Even after deducting marketing expenses, after-sales service costs, labor, and other fees, we would still have a net profit of 1.2 million star coins. I see. Secretary Li, have all these RD engineers sign a commercial confidentiality agreement immediately. Li Tianyu turned to his secretary and said, Yes, Mr. Li. Li Tianyu immediately contacted Fang Mo again. Xiao Mo, I agree to your terms. 50 of the net profit as you proposed. Li Tianyu said cheerfully. But then Uncle Li wishes our collaboration a great success. Haha, Xiao Peng is fortunate to have an outstanding friend like you. He'll send you a contract. Just sign it, and we're all set. Hey, race to a booming partnership. After ending the call, Fang Mo walked alone through the city of Qianlin Base 1, which was under reconstruction. The workers passing by paused their labor to bow and greet him. Lord, why are you here in this scorching heat? Please have some water. A worker handed him a cup. Sure. Fang Mo accepted the cup and drained it in one gulp. The workers felt heartened to see their lord so unassuming. Serving under such a man was a stroke of luck. Watching the laborers toil with such dedication, Fang Mo nodded faintly. He then contacted Minar to convene a meeting of all personnel at the rank of vice captain and above. Before long, the managers arrived from their respective starships and gathered near Fang Mo. Good afternoon, everyone. The purpose of this management meeting is to establish a military force. Establish a military. Lord, what kind of forces do you envision? Asked Aijing. Before discussing that, I will first reassign roles. I appoint Minar as commander of the Qianlin fleet, responsible for all fleet management and command. I appoint Lei Hong as chief of the Qianlin Star Army, overseeing all interstellar military operations. I appoint Aijing as chief of the Qianlin Logistics Department, handling personnel, transportation, funds, and resources. I appoint Naz as chief engineer of the Qianlin Engineering Department, managing all construction, maintenance, and design. As for subordinate positions, submit your nominations. Lord, I was just a captain of the guard. Now you want me to be chief of the Star Army? Lei Hong voiced his concern. How I trust you, Lei Hong. And all management salaries will be doubled. Oh, this? Everyone exclaimed in surprise. Our Star Army hasn't been established yet. Lei Hong will accompany you to planet MC-11 for recruitment. Aijing, organize your logistics team to handle registrations. Yes, Lord, they replied in unison. Lord, how many soldiers should we recruit this time? Lei Hong asked. Let's start with 100,000. Planet MC-11 currently hosts refugees from 4 planets, so there's no shortage of manpower. 100,000. That would require several million star coins per month, said Aijing. That's not an issue. Apart from personnel salaries, we don't need to spend star coins on food, housing, or other essentials. And we have plenty of ways to earn money. There are still many Zergs waiting for us to harvest. Fang Mo replied. You're right, Lord. When do we start recruiting? Asked Lei Hong. This afternoon. Any other suggestions? Fang Mo swept his gaze across the assembled managers. These were the ones who had followed him from the very beginning, and they regarded his orders as their highest directive. Seeing no one spoke, Fang Mo continued, since there are no objections, execute the orders as given. Oh, and Chief Aijing, send some chilled drinks to these thousands of workers. Yes, Lord, right away. Aijing replied. Fang Mo, along with Lei Hong and others, boarded the S-3 Tiger King-class heavy interstellar battleship and arrived at planet MC-11. Fang Mo found Uncle Lin and shared his recruitment plan. And Ming said happily, this is wonderful. It will solve a lot of employment issues and strengthen the Qianlin fleet. Uncle Lin, I'll leave it to you to assist Chief Lei Hong with the recruitment. I'm going to visit Grandma. Sure, no problem. Accompanied by a squad of guards, Fang Mo arrived at a vintage manor. He saw his grandmother sitting in the courtyard. He watched her silhouette in silence. When a guard was about to speak, Fang Mo raised his hand to stop him. After a moment, his grandmother suddenly said, Is that Xiao Mo? I can sense you. Grandma, it's me. Did I disturb you? Not at all. Come sit beside me. The rest of you wait outside. Fang Mo gave a glance to the guards, who nodded and left. He approached his grandmother. Grandma, how did you know? Because you carry the scent of our family. Those guards don't have it. Oh, are you comfortable here, Grandma? And Ming has been very attentive. He specially arranged this manor, knowing I like this style. He has told me all about your recent deeds. Xiao Mo, you have grown up and brought honor to the Fang family. You flatter me, Grandma. This is what I should do. You are now a Star Lord with a substantial force. You must prioritize your own safety. As the old saying goes, harm none, but guard against all. I understand, Grandma. Good. As a lord you need your own personal guard. I noticed the guards you brought are still— Ah yes, Grandma. Is there a difference? Of course. You must cultivate guards loyal only to you. Do you understand? Fang Mo pondered her words. I see. He'll start working on that. That's right. Once your safety is secured, everything else can proceed at a steady pace. Fang Mo had dinner with his grandmother, and they enjoyed a warm conversation. After tucking her into bed and watching her aging figure, he resolved to acquire the super soldier gene serum as soon as possible. The next day, Fang Mo arrived at the recruitment grounds. The crowd of eager applicants was a sea of people. Sir, I'm strong and can endure hardship. Please select me. A young lad pleaded. You're under 16, not eligible to enlist, said an officer. Sir, I beg you. He'll be 16 in 3 months. My whole family died at the hands of the Zergs. I watched them being devoured. I swore to avenge them. I know our Lord is the greatest Zerg slayer. Please let me join his army. He dropped to his knees. Even if you kneel, I can't bend the rules. I'm a soldier. I must follow orders. At that moment, Fang Mo strode over and pulled the boy to his feet. A man's knees are worth gold. Don't kneel so easily. The boy was at a loss for words. What's your name? Fang Mo studied the sturdy youth. You want to join the army for revenge? Yes. The boy's voice was firm. Good. I need warriors with unwavering resolve and endurance. The question is whether you can handle it. May I ask who you are? Qin Yu looked at Fang Mo in confusion. Just then an officer who recognized Fang Mo hurried over and saluted. Lord, good morning. Welcome to inspect the recruitment. Qin Yu was stunned. The young man standing beside him, who had been talking with him for so long, was actually the Lord. You are the Lord. Qin Yu exclaimed. Hey, yes. I am Fang Mo, your Lord. Suddenly the people around knelt on one knee and salute. Everyone please rise. I apologize for interrupting your enlistment process. I hereby announce that I will personally open a recruitment window for my private guard. Those interested in meeting the requirements may apply. Fang Mo smiled and had the officer set up an additional booth. He would conduct the recruitment himself. Lord, do I qualify? Asked Qin Yu. You want to be my guard? You barely meet the criteria, but there will be several trials ahead. Are you willing? I am. Lord, test me as you wish. Fang Mo then set the requirements: age 16-20, any gender, healthy, strong, will no bad habits. Total recruitment 20. Qin Yu now stood behind Fang Mo, watching intently as each applicant came for the Lord's guard. The other enlistees eyed him with envy. This kid had actually become the Lord's personal guard. Lord, I old Neo want to be your guard. What do you think? A burly man stepped forward. Fang Mo looked up at the 195-meter giant. Good heavens. You're under 20. A Lord, I'm 17, said the man. Really 17? Yes, I'm just a bit taller and stronger than most. Hey, race my ID. Name Neo Dazhuang, age 17, species human. After reading the ID, Fang Mo was speechless. What did you eat to grow like this? Neo Dazhuang, to join my guard you'll have to arm wrestle me. Fang Mo wanted to test the applicant's strength as well as their endurance and willpower through arm wrestling. No problem, Lord. But if I hurt you, don't blame me. Don't worry. If you can actually hurt me, I'll make you the captain of— Then let's do it. They began arm wrestling. Neo Dazhuang strained, but found he couldn't budge Fang Mo's hand. He poured on more strength, sweat pouring down his face, yet Fang Mo's arm remained immobile. The steel table beneath them groaned. I give up, Lord. Neo Dazhuang admitted defeat. Hey, you passed. Stand behind me. Soon Lei Hong rushed over with a group of men. He saluted Fang Mo. Lord, you are personally recruiting. Don't mind me. Continue with the plan as usual. Yes, Lord. Over the next 2 days, Fang Mo's 20-man guard was fully recruited. Fang Mo looked at the 20 young men standing before him. Now for the second trial. You'll form teams of 5 and fight on the spot. No lethal strikes, no killing. The last 4 standing will become squad leaders. These 20 youths had all felt Fang Mo's power earlier. Now their second round began. Fang Mo watched as they paired up, not attacking immediately, but exchanging brief words before engaging. After a grueling battle, the last 4 standing were Qin Yu, Blanc Tang Ling, and Neo Dazhuang. Good. From now on you are my guard squad leaders. Qin Yu, leader of Squad 1, a Blanc, leader of Squad 2, Tang Ling, leader of Squad 3, Neo Dazhuang, leader of Squad 4. Each squad has 5 members: squad leader, shield bearer, and strategist, 1 scout, 2 assaulters, and 1— Yes, Lord, they chorused. Your squad will be called the Blazing Phoenix Guard. Fang Mo announced loudly. The recruitment plan for Planet MC-11 proceeded very smoothly. Not only did it receive strong support from Uncle N, but the citizens also actively signed up. Many refugee families upon arriving on this planet could not immediately find suitable jobs. Most were struggling to put food on the table. Now with such a well-benefited job opportunity, who would be unwilling? If they could join the Qianlin Interstellar Army, not only would they not have to worry about their daily necessities, but the monthly salary would also allow their families to live well. Meanwhile, Fang Mo was training his 20 Imperial Guards individually every day, covering physical fitness, combat, mecha operation, various starship operations, and willpower training. The intensity of this training was such that ordinary people could not endure it. However, Fang Mo was forging these 20 as seed candidates. His Imperial Guard would not be limited to just 20 and would certainly expand in the future. Fang Mo decided to administer the S2 Super Soldier Gene Serum to these first 20 Imperial Guards, allowing them to evolve alongside him. Thus a month passed quickly. Fang Mo was currently training the 20 Imperial Guards in combat when his communication wristband suddenly flashed with a video call request from Commander Messino. Fang Mo answered, "Hello, Commander. Long time no see." At this moment, Commander Messino's brows were furrowed and his face was worried as he said, "Fang Mo, I'm afraid I need to trouble you this time." "Oh, Commander, if there is anything you need from me, please just say it directly." "Well, after receiving your two S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleships, I led 2 legions of the Imperial Army to attack the Zergs all over the Qianlin Galaxy over the past month. Although we eliminated many Zergs, we also lost many warships of the Imperial fleet. Just 2 days ago, when I led the legions to attack the Zergs again, we were ambushed by the Zergs." Messino said angrily, "Is that so? Commander, what is the situation now?" Fang Mo said, "The Zergs actually violated the rules of engagement, directly dispatching 20 hive motherworms and a swarm of 1.3 million Zergs to surround us. Currently, the 2 Imperial legions have suffered heavy losses. We are still fighting while retreating, but this is not a viable solution. Even if I could escape, in the end the other Imperial fleet warships would all be destroyed. Then it seems indeed urgent. How can I help you? I hope you can bring your fleet to support us. That way our pressure would be much less. I just don't know if you kid are willing." Messino said worriedly, "Commander, you have always taken good care of me. There was no opportunity to repay you before. Now that you are in trouble, I will definitely go to help you without hesitation. But your fleet only has one S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship, I'm afraid. Don't worry, I will rescue the Imperial fleet. Alright, I'll send you my coordinates right now. If the situation is impossible, you must ensure your own safety first. Yes, I understand," Fang Mo said seriously. Then Fang Mo looked at the 20 Imperial Guards who were sparring and said, "Your opportunity has come. Follow me immediately to rescue the Imperial fleet." Everyone immediately snapped to attention and answered together, "Yes, Lord." Fang Mo led the group aboard the S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship and arranged for Lei Hong to continue training the new recruits here. Subsequently, this S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleship directly entered warp speed to head to Qianlin Main Star. 3 hours later, Fang Mo and his group arrived at Qianlin Main Star and immediately contacted Minar. Minar immediately assemble all combat fleets and personnel prepare for battle. Fang Mo said, "Yes, Lord." Soon the fleet was assembled. Reporting to Lord, the current fleet consists of 11 S3 Tiger King class heavy interstellar battleships, 10 S3 Sovereign class interstellar aircraft carriers, 30 S3 Ming Wan class interstellar frigates, 100 S2 Wolf class medium interstellar cruisers, 11 S1 Swan class interstellar destroyers, and 10 S1 Diamond class medium frigates, totaling 172 interstellar warships awaiting orders. Very good. Target Qianlin Galaxy Baiji, star belt coordinates 332, 22,683. 154. This mission is to rescue Commander Messino and the Imperial fleet. Everyone prepare for battle. We will face 1.3 million Zergs and 20 hive motherworms. Yes, Lord. Minar and the fleet captain said, "Set sail." Fang Mo waved his hand. Immediately red alarms flashed inside all ships. Warning: the ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning: the ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. Warning: the ship will enter warp speed in 10 minutes. All personnel enter the hibernation pods. The 20 Yuhua Imperial Guards wearing tight combat suits and never leaving Fang Mo's side entered the hibernation pods next to Fang Mo. 5 hours later, the Qianlin fleet arrived at the target point. All warship personnel immediately return to your posts within 5 minutes to check ship functions and prepare for battle. Minar said, "Beep, beep, beep." Fang Mo sat in the command seat and began to contact Commander Messino. "Commander, I have arrived at the location you mentioned. Where are you now?" Fang Mo said, "You've arrived? Very good. We are escaping in the 9 o'clock direction. Catch up as soon as you can. The Zergs are on our tail." Messino said, Understood." Then the Qianlin fleet chased in the 9 o'clock direction. After 1.5 hours of pursuit, they discovered the Zerg swarm. Report detecting a large number of Zergs ahead engaging the Imperial fleet. The fleet will form 21 squads with the 11 S3 Tiger King class heavy battleships and 10 S3 Sovereign class aircraft carriers as flagships, each squad as one combat unit for coordinated operations. All flagships deploy Star Shield defense. The 9 S3 Tiger King class battleship squads will act as the vanguard, the S3 Sovereign class aircraft carrier squads as long-range firepower, and the last 2 S3 Tiger King class battleships as rear guard. Minar said, Upon receiving Minar's command, the fleet immediately adjusted and formed into squads. The 9S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleships led the charge heading into the battlefield. Reporting to Commander, we have detected the Qianlin fleet. Radar shows the Qianlin fleet has a total of 172 interstellar warships. 172 ships. But that's still too few. He only has one S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleship. This is difficult, Massino said. Reporting to Commander, the Qianlin fleet has already engaged the Zerg rear. Then the scene shifted to the Qianlin fleet. The Zergs were caught off guard. The first round of bow cannon fire from the 9S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleships destroyed 6 hive motherworms and large swaths of Zergs. The Zergs immediately adjusted their tactics, and a vast swarm of Zergs rushed toward the Qianlin fleet. At this moment, the 9 vanguard squads were already enveloped by the swarm. At that moment, equally massive swarms of interstellar unmanned fighter drones and interstellar unmanned bomber drones charged into the Zerg swarm. The great battle erupted with gunfire blazing across the sky. Seeing the interstellar aircraft carriers at the rear, the Zergs immediately adjusted their tactics, commanding the flanking swarms to attack directly. However, under the heavy firepower of the massive interstellar drone swarms, the Zergs could not break through from either side. Every second, large numbers of Zergs fell. Time passed like this for half an hour. Just as the 9 vanguard squads were about to exhaust their star shields, 30S-3 Ming Wang-class interstellar frigates suddenly rushed up from the rear and deployed the star shield matrix system. Then a giant circular star shield covering the entire fleet slowly expanded. The hive motherworms in the rear were momentarily stunned. If they could speak, they would surely be cursing. I sacrificed so many Zergs and was about to deplete your star shield, and now you put up an even bigger one. Can't you play fair? Unfair. I'm so furious. Chirp, chirp, chirp. The Zergs adjusted their tactics again. Since they couldn't break the star shield quickly, they would first finish off the previous fleet. Then the swarms surged toward the Imperial fleet again. Not good, Commander. The Zergs have given up attacking the Qianlin fleet and are coming for us. Bernal said. This? Damn Zergs. Fight them, Massino said. Our losses are too great. Our combat effectiveness is less than half of what it was. We can't hold on. Then what? Can't escape, can't fight. Damn it. At that moment, gunfire erupted from the distant Zerg swarm. Massino saw an enormous star shield approaching his position. Ah, what? What is this? Massino exclaimed in surprise. As the star shield approached, the gunfire grew more intense, and the Zergs fell in droves. Even the 14 hive motherworms could not escape. 5 of them exploded under the Qianlin fleet's fire. It had been only an hour since the Qianlin fleet joined the battle, and already 1/3 of the Zerg swarm had fallen. Over 4,000 Zergs had died. Massino Commander was once again greatly shocked by the Qianlin fleet's terrifying battlefield dominance. While Commander Massino was stunned, the remaining 9 hive motherworms immediately abandoned the large numbers of Zergs here and let about 2,000 Zergs to escape to the right rear. Seeing this, Massino's anxious heart finally relaxed. He had survived this time. But at that moment, 2 small fleets, centered on S-3 Tiger King-class heavy battleships, emerged from the rear of the Qianlin fleet. They quickly pursued the fleeing hive motherworms. Meanwhile, the remaining Qianlin fleet opened fire with full force on the remaining 7,000 Zergs. Order the 2 legions to cooperate with the Qianlin fleet and counterattack the remaining Zergs. Hit them hard, Massino said. When the Imperial legions saw the hope of victory, they began to relentlessly pursue and attack the Zergs. Many Imperial fleet personnel were now crying while fiercely killing the Zergs. They had thought it was a hopeless situation, but in the depths of despair, they saw the light of survival. Thus 2 hours later, the remaining Zergs all fell with unwilling roars. The Qianlin fleet did not clean up the battlefield and immediately pursued the fleeing Zergs at full speed. Another 2 hours later, the fleeing Zergs were all killed. The 1.3 million Zergs plus 20 hive motherworms were completely annihilated in just over 4 hours. Unbelievable. Commander Massino, am I dreaming? Did you call this fleet for support? Major General Kindle exclaimed in surprise. This person was an Imperial Major General Commander of the Imperial Central Army's 86th Legion. Kindle, we have been given a second chance at life this time. We must thank the Qianlin fleet. Massino said. Oh, right, Commander Massino is right. I was so stunned that I forgot about it, But I wonder who the commander of this fleet is, The commander of the Qianlin fleet is Fang Mo, also the lord of the Qianlin galaxy. Oh, it's him. Truly a hero emerges from youth, After returning to the capital, I will definitely report to the higher-ups and greatly reward Lord Fang Mo. For the Empire to have such a brave young lord who can hold the pass against all odds is truly a blessing for the Empire. Kindle said. Absolutely. At that time, we can jointly report to increase his merits. Good, let's do it.